So I am horrible at keeping time. We're a bit later than we should be, like almost an hour. Yeah, it is what it is. Anyways, I was thinking that I might as well, until at least people come in, I could start with a collective reading, perhaps. But I'm not quite sure what collective reading to do today, because I didn't actually plan for any of this. I've been having a very slow day. Like, my head is a bit slow today. I feel like doing these though. So let's test these out today. And let's just see what's coming. Or not so much what's coming as just what's going on with the right collective right now. Love reading, clearly, or some sort of relationship, but definitely probably love reading. Let's see. The right collective, twin flames. Okay, now this is the story. So the story needs to fit. The details can be slightly different. We have twin flames, we have reminiscing, sudden change. Let's see. Give me 1 sec. I want to see if there's anything more that pops out. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, okay, that's not very good. We have, I'll just show you guys since you can't actually see the table. So, we started with twin flames, right? So, this would be a collective that at least feels like you kind of outfill each other, but like yin yang, but I'm sensing it's probably twin flame. Like this right collective do actually assign to quite likely being on a twin flame journey. And then camera, so reminiscing right now, meaning there has to be separation. If you're reminiscing, then there is distance, learning from the past, make new memories. Oh, yeah, okay. But then there was also sudden change that came in here, lightning, and or epiphany. This is epiphany for the right collective, because this landed right underneath the twin flames. So this is actually sudden realization within yourselves, quite likely for the right collective, quite likely after the distance had been put in place. And there was this sudden realization at some point, and it says lightning, so I'm not thinking this is something that came progressively. It's just that there was this sudden realization that, oh fuck, or transformation. Yeah, but there's something here. Something happened after separation that made you realize that, oh yeah, okay, this person that I'm now in separation with could be my twin flame, or at least that they outfill me, like yin yang thing. They're the yin to my yang. But then we also have this one, which fell on top of everything, is focusing on yourself, right? It says happy, single, and living in the moment, having fun, moving on, all of that. But what I'm sensing is focusing on yourself, starting to love yourself. And then that, hi blank poster. Let's see, I just need to hold the coffee holder. Just dropped in hi. I'm just doing like a short collective reading right now. I'm doing very well. I'm a bit slow right now today in my head, like tired, I suppose. But other than that, I'm doing very well. How are you doing though? If you want, I can also put a pin in this, and you can be my first reading today if you want. Yeah, it is good to be slow sometimes. But I was like almost an hour slow, and I was supposed to be on here at 6. Yeah? What would you want to be read in? I can read you in anything. Oh, that's amazing. Let's do that. I'm gonna read you. What would you like to be read in? I do absolutely every and any category. Well, I mean, you probably know that from yesterday, actually. But still, I do still do that. Now I'm putting these away completely, actually, because I'll just tap into it. What is this? Is like completely in the way. I just need to move this a little bit right here. So, why am I stuck in life? Yeah, I can read that. I that makes lots of sense. Who wouldn't be asking that at times? I do that a lot. Wait. So, I think the astrology cards, definitely. These are so good for everything. No, this is actually tea. Here. It's the most amazing cup of tea. You were reading a journal from 2012. Please do share. Yes. How is it? Like, you're mostly the same in 25. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? What was it that you were reading? Is that kind of what's inspiring this? The why are you stuck in life? So you have been stuck for a long time. It is a good thing. Well, it's not a good thing if you call it stuck. Then it's like you wanted progress, but you don't. Why is it that you feel stuck? Where is it that you would ideally be? Kind of. Different hurdles. Yeah. I'm so glad for that too, for your sake. God damn. God knows that it's way better to enter those more peaceful periods of your time, or your life rather. Okay, let's see. I'm just going to pull a couple of cards here now for you. You're getting a couple of cards here. This is good. Give me one sec. Whoa, oh my god, you're getting so many cards. These are fun, but okay, we're going with it. There's a lot. Comes to work. Aww. And relationships. Yeah. So, you feel stuck when it comes to work. But your health you do not feel so stuck in. However, when it comes to love, you feel a little bit stuck still. How's 11? Patience and practicality. Okay. Oh. Okay. Hi, Blackbird. Welcome. Health 99, because since the 10th November I have taken my health. Ah, that's amazing. That's amazing. Oh, what? That's also a cute frog, Blackbird. I just need to read your message, though. no, biology class. Poor frog. Okay, so we are looking into goddamn, I remember poster, but that's like blank poster. That's why I went blank. I'm very sorry, blank poster. Thank you guys. You're kind of like, I know it's late. Like for me, this is in the evening, but I feel like I'm waking up when I enter here with you guys. It's super strange. But okay. So what we have had on blank poster is you have 6 cards that fell out, but they actually arranged themselves into 2 groups with 3 cards, which I thought was very neat. And you got a house for every one of them, which is also kind of cool. But the first card, I'm going to get the book, but the first card is House 8. Gorgeous, I know. House 8, and it says transformation, karma, facing fears, and legacies, which makes a lot of sense if it's like you're feeling stuck, right? And we do feel the sense of being stuck. That's a thing that comes in when we're more sensing that whole we are done now in whatever it is that we are doing right now, but we're done, kind of. We've done what we were supposed to be doing. We've learned the lessons that we were supposed to be learning. And, well, more or less, there's this final lesson, which is to face whatever it is that will move us out of that situation, because there will be a fear or a hurdle or something, a tiny mountain that is sadly stopping us, right? But, oh, I was going to say something, but it dropped out of my head. Might not have been that important then. I always use it as a sign, you know, my ADHD self being all like, oh, I forgot thing. But if it's a reading, then maybe I wasn't supposed to be rambling off towards that distraction, is my reasoning. But no, we feel oh yeah, but we can envision something else that we would like to be experiencing. So it's sort of like we are stuck only when there is a mismatch between our internal world. So again, imagine the magician card. I find the magician card to be an like extremely great analogy, because the magician holds a vision, right? But the magician manages to get it out into the physical realm. But when we are stuck, we do have this vision, and we might have done lots of healing work, and there might be lots of change internally, which is why I use the phrase or the way of looking at it as we've learned what we were supposed to be learning. We have grown now. So the circumstances, whatever it is that we are feeling stuck in, they're not providing us with the growth fuel that we need anymore. And so we're stuck. It's almost like a plant, actually. That's perhaps an even better analogy. At a certain point, if you have a potted plant, it will stop growing. But it doesn't mean that it can't continue on growing huge and beautiful and all of that. I mean, it's still beautiful in its tiny pot, but internally for the plant, it actually does have this desire to keep on growing. And you can see that by simply moving it into a bigger pot. And if it is in this bigger pot, then, and also of course you provide it with what it needs to grow and whatnot, but so long as it's in this bigger pot, its roots can keep on growing out, and the plant gets bigger. But that's kind of what's happening when you're stuck. Your roots are just, they're not going anywhere. There's no more room to grow where you're at, right? But to continue on moving forward in life, then you do need to face fears. And for me, with the legacies, it's more, what is it that you not want to leave behind as your legacy? It's more of a, what is it that you do want to experience throughout life? That has to be very clear to you. But what I also got, this is card number 2 in the first group of 3 cards. And this is directly connected to House 8. Also karma. Karma is, of course, the whole, like, you do something and you get something. But in this one, I am quite sure it actually has to do with, I want to leave a legacy. The people, House 8. Oh, yeah, okay. I'm gonna showcase what I mean with houses. So in astrology, I don't want to leave it like. Ah, oh, you should have been there, kind of. I like that, Blackbird. That's actually true. That is what makes life valuable. Um, and that's why you should always be focusing, firstly and foremost, I think at least, on the people that are around you, because that's your actual kind of like, that those are your people, those are your circumstances, those are the things that you color and that color you. The people that you interact with, I want to say on an everyday basis, but they don't have to be every day. But wait, I'm going to showcase you what I mean with houses. I'm not sure if they have illustration of it in this book, but I would be a tiny bit surprised if they don't. But if not, I brought a different book that would have it. No, they have it here. Nice. Okay, so in astrology, if you're doing astrology correctly, and that's why I say I don't really know astrology, because it's not your sun sign. It's not even just like, oh, but I also have a moon sign. No. If you're doing astrology, that's basically science. Like, that's its own thing. And the results that you get, like on who a person is, how they would react and whatnot, there has been done studies. I mean, not a lot. And you also have to realize that the studies that have been done are by people who are, and I say this coming from an academic background. I have studied science, like psychology, and I have studied law. I've even studied economy and business stuff and all of that. I have studied. And because I have studied, and I'm still in the whole like spiritual realm thing, I can tell you guys that when studies are done, they are highly influenced by the people that are doing the studies, right? And there is nothing wrong with that. We are all people. The bottom line is we're all people. So lots of the studies that are being done when it comes to the more esoteric realm, like, spirituality and stuff like that, they're done by people who do not believe in it to begin with. Hi, oh my god, it's Katie! Welcome! We're just doing it's not even a general reading. It really is like, how do we unstuck you, kind of, or get you moving. But my point is that with astrology, I don't even know when. Oh, no, but that makes sense. It makes it a weird starting point. Spirituality is, yeah, but that makes sense. How would I define spirituality? For me, it is the things that I believe in. But okay, this is for me. I believe in things. For example, spiritual team. I believe that I have a spiritual team. But for me, it also adds in with, hope and I've never tried to define this out loud before. Should I do the reading first and then try to do that? I sit and ponder on a lot of things, but I've never pondered on this. But I suppose the bottom line is still, there are things that I believe in that do good for me, but ultimately they do not affect other people anyway. So it really doesn't matter what I believe here. So long as they do good for me, they won't negatively affect anyone else. So then anyone else should just, shut up about it, because clearly it's helping me. Kind of. Yeah, it's very challenging for sure. You can't do it either. No, it's hard. It's very hard. Hey, anyone who has like even the slightest thoughts of spirituality and what it is to them, or also if you have like a definition that you just happen to have in the back of your pocket, do share. I'm not sidetracked. I'm still here. I just need to drink a little bit. Okay. Okay. So houses. I was going to showcase houses. Yeah, we do have studies that very few, that do indicate that astrology, when done correctly, in its broader sense, does actually seem to have something to it. Or at least doesn't seem to be doing worse than psychology, like, personality psychology, because that's also something that is highly, I don't want to say disputed, but it kind of is, but that it would be like internally within like this psychologist realm, whatever the theoretic people do. But anyway, here, this is houses. See? This is the wheel. that they use in astrology. And so, let's see. They are talking about different categories or aspects of your life. For example, they can be about your home life, they can be about what you should be doing in life. That would be your 12th house, if I remember correctly. But just let me see if this person has tried to say it a little bit better than me. So, together the houses represent the various pieces that make up your life. Yeah, I'm just going to read it though, it's just a tiny sentence. That make up your life. Let's see, so from finance to family to spiritual growth and everything in between. They can symbolize a lifespan divided into 12 developmental stages. Neither perspective is right or wrong, and considering both only deepens your reading. Yeah, but what we are doing though, I want to go to house 8, because if you ask, then there is a reason for it, I sense. Everything in a reading comes for a reason, to me. House 8, so it's this one, right? Here. So, the energetics is karmic connections, secrets, legacies, sexuality, research, and the experiences that you get, or no, rather the experiences that will help you move through this house, is facing your fears, death and rebirth. I don't recommend trying to do the whole reincarnation route, but you know, death and rebirth is, we do that all the time though, throughout life. Early into Tesla stocks. That's true. You would be dead. Aww, that's so true. So sad. Okay, and it's transformation, profound change through intimacy. And then there's power and control. Oh, that's why I read it. Thank you for asking, blank poster. Because in your second group, I was going to say there is something about power play. No, this is not all for you. I'm sorry. I'm just very slow. Blank poster. I'm a very slow reader. Well, I'm not actually. Not when I'm not doing live readings. I'm not so slow. But, you know, they go in depth. Oh, thank you, blank poster. Ah, that's good. Then you have like an ADHD mind like me. Good. I'm not saying you do, because I don't know. But anywho, like, you can recognize my struggle. Thank you. But it doesn't matter, because at the end I'm going to summarize it all anyways, you know. But okay, so what you had after house 8, and we're focusing on the whole, like, what is keeping you stuck? Why are you not? Oh, thank you. But okay, so there was Earth, which was persistence, patience, and practicality. And then there's Virgo, with integrity, reverence, and service. I want to open up those as well, because I'm getting a hit, but what I'm getting as a hit is, like an intuitive hit, is that you might be someone who is very good at persevering. Like, you can be put in hard situations and you will be able to kind of stand your ground in them. You're not going to be what's the word? How can I phrase this? You've been there. Yeah. Yeah. But I do feel integrity, reverence, and service, Virgo, Earth. Let me just, I'm sensing it's something about you holding on too tightly to something. But it is something that is important to you and something that you find pride in to a certain degree, at least. But it's not something that puts yourself first. That's just what I'm sensing here. Yeah. Good wishes and blessings. That's amazing. Oh, you're holding your flag. Here, the French national anthem. I've never heard that one. The French national anthem. Or if I have, then I didn't notice it too much. That was what I was listening to. So I can't at all recall it. But okay, I just want to check this if there's something else coming, because I'm just... I'm sensing it has something to do with the whole, like... Yeah, because then opposition. Opposition is in the second group. And it's the one that I keep looking at constantly. So we're just going to go straight to it for some reason here. So it's this one. And with this one, I was also sensing the whole, like, either power play or holding on too tightly. It's like, it's still a power struggle. Kind of like what I talked about with the flower. Like, you have something. Yeah, before I tell you what it means, I just want to be very sure of my intuitive hit, like the bottom line thing. So with the opposition, at least, it is, let's see here. When two planets sit 180 degrees away from one another, they are in opposition. So, like, you know, opposite each other. Face off and compete with one another. Blah, blah, blah. Abandon opposition can become a thorn in your side. Yeah, but it's still that. Like, it's the... I'm sensing some sort of power struggle to remain where you are. And to move on from where you're at. It's that... I'm not going to say fear of change, but it is connected to it. It's like, I know that I can do this. It's not easy what I'm doing, but I know I can do it because I've been doing it. If that makes sense. But that's just my intuitive hit. I'm just going to check here, though. French anthem is from... Wow! How long has that been on the top of the chart list? Something to do with adding money. No. No, I mean, like, that might be what... No. It's not really that, but it might be tied to that for you. Because I come from a business family. Yes. And I have not earned in 2 years. Okay. That makes sense. Because what I was going to say is that it could be, but it's not the actual reason. But that might be affecting your self-confidence. See? I said music because over time I was a big name. Oh, you were a big name in a little bubble? That's so cute. Not like cute, but it was a cute analogy. But still, like, that's amazing. You should, if it gave you something. You're not anymore. Listen, if you can do it once, you can do it twice. If you can do it twice, you can do it thrice. You just get better at doing it. You can always start over. Unless your breath has stopped, unless your blood is no longer coursing through your veins, then there's still life. And if there's still life, then you can still start over. Oh, yes, do that. Absolutely. Also, everything that you guys share and whatnot is, it feeds the collective readings. It's absolutely not just gorgeous, but it's like, it's super helpful for me to provide you guys with the not live readings in a way where I can actually tap into a broader collective, because I've mostly been tapping into love, masculine collectives when it comes to love. That's mostly what I've been tapping into. Of course, blank poster, but this is not just encouragement, this is truth. For example, there is this dude, I have no idea who this dude is, but I just saw an image of it, and he's decided to start a rock band at 80. He was 80. I found that to be extremely inspirational. And also, one of the courses that I went to when I was studying, I'm not joking, one of the people that was studying there, I can't say the exact age, but I'm going to say he was like 70. Because if he wasn't, then he was like, he said his age, that this is why I like, but I can't remember it. So he was like 70 or at like the end of his 60s. I'm not sure. Of course, he was there for. I found the reason admirable as well, because his reasoning to be there, it was a course about changes, the global changes, you know, with the environment and stuff like that. And he was there to kind of gain arguments that he could use for argumenting against it. And I'm like, I don't really care why your curiosity is sparked, and also why you decide to go out and get information. That's still fucking admirable. I love that. And also, he was so petty that he decided to go to university to learn about this stuff. I'm sorry, but that's admirable. I am impressed. I don't care. I am impressed. Okay, well, let's see though. Imbalance, power struggle, point of tension. I just want to double check with house 11, okay? Because that's what the third group was. Yeah, are you also impressed? I was ridiculously impressed. Every single time I came to that class, I was just like looking for the dude. I never sat with him though, sadly. He didn't sit with the people I sat with. Let's see. Friends, wishes for the future, like-minded groups, social rating and part of a larger whole, connecting base, and so yeah, because that's also a thing that I sense to have. But it's a. Let me also just double check with Earth and Virgo before I actually say something, or before I come with a conclusion. But I am sensing, like we've been going through it. I am quite sure that it's this. You're kind of stuck because it's not. You don't. I don't think you can envision how to move from this one pot. Like, again, we're with the plant analogy right now. So this pot that you're in doesn't actually fit you anymore. And it isn't wrong, and it wasn't wrong. Yeah, you can't. Okay. You know what? Then we're going straight to that. How can you... Because knowing all of this is fine and nice, but it doesn't help you. So, well, I mean, I can tell you that what I'm seeing here is that there is nothing else stopping you. No, you know what? That just makes sense. It is hard to envision it. But I am sensing that you're not supposed to be envisioning it. You're supposed to be envisioning rather what it is that you want. Wait, let's see. Ever in another... Oh, no! What? You didn't even get toilet paper? Oh, no, I don't get this one. I'm sorry, Blackbird. Worst reading. Yeah, I'm sorry. No, you didn't fail. It was me, okay? There are certain jokes that I'm like... It's also with, like, the more... can I say this in a good way? It's not that I hold restrictions, but I know streaming platforms and other... They do. But, like, I don't really get those sexual jokes either, which is highly strange because I am extremely pro, you know, healthy... approaches to sexuality, you know? No, you definitely... Blank poster. You should be envisioning what it is that you want. And then, I'm so sure we talked about this yesterday, or maybe it was the collective that got deleted. That is a possibility. But no, you want... Oh, I'm getting... This is a very specific card from a different deck. Wait, because they write a little bit differently. It's the Chariot from the Romantic Tarot. They write this gorgeously. Wait, let me just read it here. So the Chariot. Yes, so dreams. And enjoy the consequences. Wait. Yes, that's so true. Decide on the path and envision it. This is completely true. That's exactly it. Okay, I'm just going to read it here though, but it is what Blackbird says here. So, this is the Chariot in this deck. It's a really gorgeous deck. I use it when I do romantic readings, mostly only. But this is the Chariot, and it is called the Countrywoman, the art. So dreams are pushed ahead of hope. So you have the dream, you push that, and then you walk with hope. You don't know whether or not you will achieve, but you will. You don't know whether or not you're going to achieve what it is that you dream of. Or rather, you don't really know how it's going to look like, because if you keep on taking a step and a step and a step, I know this sounds insane, but the universe, like the world, your reality, it will bend to the actions you take. That is karma. You're feeling emotional? Well, that's good. Then it's resonating. That's the only thing. And it's good because that emotion, don't push it away. If you are in an environment right now where you feel safe because of the people around you, and that's the only thing that I'm thinking about now, but where you feel safe to truthfully and completely feel your emotions, do that. That is so helpful. That is cathartic. Yeah, it's cathartic. So nothing can stop the advances. It is important not to change course. You need to have just a conviction. You don't need proof. You don't need a plan. You need a dream. And you need to be able to find the courage to just take one simple step every day in hope of reaching that dream. Because you will. Honestly, you will. I'm not making this up. If you keep on walking, and it's okay, we're going to be using autopilot as a analogy for this. We all have them. The autopilots. It's the things that we just do. Every day we wake up and we do the thing, right? No matter what it is. Because it's just what we do. This is just part of us, you know? But once we start changing up those things that we do, we are starting to change up our autopilot. And if our autopilot isn't, or rather, our autopilot used to be set towards a course, which would give us more of what we had. But when you start changing up those steps, and so long as you are doing it with, well, conviction, but also with aim, then you're actually also putting in a new endpoint for you. Waking up and quickly. Gallon of water. Hey, that is actually a thing though, isn't it? Like, I absolutely hate it. Because I don't like waking up if I'm not supposed to be waking. If I do that, I'm going to be waking up during the night. And I hate that. I want to sleep when I sleep, you know. But it is effective. It is highly effective. But then again, like if you were to do that, you would, and you were like, okay, but once I wake up, I've drunk all of this water. And when I wake up, I wake up. You're going to have much earlier days. Just that simple thing would be changing your autopilot. However, and this is important, just let me drink a little bit. It's not going to lead you in a direction that you want or that you plan to go towards. Same thing. Yes, you should be getting this. This is like the best one. Hi, Somni. Welcome. Yeah, it's my favorite. I have other ones as well, but they're not as big. So like, I'm like, I have 2 other cups that are close, but they're still not. So this is better. It holds just enough tea for 1 cup. of tea. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I really like it too. I'll show you guys. Look, it has really gorgeous, like, I know I showcase it every single time, but it's... Oh, yes, exactly, isn't it? Like the trees and the bats as phoenixes, I think, but I didn't think that when I bought it, but I think it is though. And these are just something beautiful. Exactly. And I have this gorgeous cup, so I'll flaunt it everywhere. It's also constantly I'm that weird person who brings my big jug, like this one, with me almost everywhere I go when I go to, like, particularly if I visit people like friends and families and like people that are close to me. I will bring this and also my tea because I love it. And it's constantly like touched upon, particularly if it's people there, you know, if they're there and they never saw the mug and it's just like, wow, did you not find a bucket? And I didn't, okay? I've tried. I could not find a bucket with a handle. That was sad, but it's true. Champagne glass, yes. Oh, you have a huge champagne glass then? No, I didn't. I tried so hard and got so far, but in the end, it didn't really matter. Oh, thank you for the follow, Thadicus. Oh, that's a really cool name. I'm not sure why, but I think it reminds me of Your Highness. The movie, Your Highness. Yeah, probably it does. And also you sound like you have like a legion of Roman soldiers behind you that will just like charge at the whim of your hand. Oh, thank you, Blank Poster. I mean, it's my jokes, you know, they come to me. It's the happy ball right there. It's like a yawn. No, I can't speak today. It's like a yawn, like the kitten has, you know? That's me. I'm the yawn of the kitten. Okay, but I just want to see what is your recommended route now. Because now that we... Oh, that was actually important. Yes, so you can make changes, right? And you can make plenty of changes. But the issue... And you can do lots of things. But the issue is, if you do not make these changes with a kind of plan, like there's a reason that you do these new things that you do, and you will be doing these new things instead of some of the old things. I'm not saying all of the old things, but some of them at least. Oh wait, the Romans find algebra. I'm not sure. I get it, but I don't get it because I struggle with math. Okay, Blackbird, why are you calling me out like this? And I'm also not Roman, but I do read the Roman letters to a certain degree. So we get it ish. I'm sorry, I'm slow today. What? I'm a special ray of sunshine. Hi, Mr. Author. Thank you. Oh, wait. You don't get the jokes. No, but it's okay, Blank Poster. It's okay. Oh, let's see. You need to Google them? Yes. Oh, but it's actually quite easy. You have 1, 2, 3, and then you have 4. This is the 1, right? And then 5, and then 6, and then 7. Do we still have the V there? Yes, 7. Do we go up with 8 as well? Yes, 8. And then I can't do this because it's like, this is, the X is the 10, and then I think it's like 9, and then 10, and then 11, and then it goes upwards again. I think. It's an excellent description of your name. You're welcome. I thought it goes. You're providing like... No, you're not a toddler. Indeed, 7. No, it was 7. Yeah. Ha! Yes. Nice. Okay. And the X reminds me of that. Oh! If you're done with your X, then go to the next. It's the same thing I keep telling you guys, you know, when I do, it's an amazing song lyric. Or like, yeah, it's amazing lyrics. It's the same thing I keep on telling you guys, which is, you know, if not this one, then the next. If not this one, then something better. But that one was way more to the point. If you're done with your ex, then move on to the next. Hey, that's also a good one when it comes to... Okay. Listen, blank poster. You're going to be using that a bit more broadly. Because that's basically what this is saying as well. You are done living in the pot you are living in as a flower. You're supposed to be moving on to the next. As a flower. Because you're supposed to be heading towards like-minded people. People who you align with. And who will bring out the best in you. Because it's not that you're in like a bad place or anything like that. It's just that it doesn't really align with you right here and now. Oh yeah. You need to adjust. I'm not done. But you need to readjust your autopilot with intention. Every single day you do something that will actually make a difference. Moving you towards your dream. And you do those things with hope. You know? So you don't know if it's going to work or not, but the world around you has to shift as you shift. That's just how it is. As you stand more in your truth, whatever that is. Yes, with intention and hope, it's true. And you readjust it. You've been making... Oh, I love that. Do that. And like you could draw it out, like have a, not draw necessarily, but like first there's your dream, right? So, and it can be whatever you want. That's the thing with dreams. It can be literally whatever you want. Oh wait, what is this? There were room. Oh no. Spelling. Yeah, that makes sense. Super it's dope. That looks like me when I text. So I'm sorry. Yeah, that might be my energy haunting you. You're welcome. I mean, I feel like I could understand it. So you don't have to rewrite that. Like that's how I work. Oh, you do? Yes. It's prayers, hope and prayers. But yes, you want to readjust, but have that amazing dream as like the top of the pyramid or whatever, and then it's like the steps that could potentially lead you to that dream. You just put them down there next to it, and then you know, you can make them smaller if you want, because that's kind of how you break down goals and that's how you break down whatnot. But the point is, all of those things you're doing then with hope. So then you have dream, hope, action. If that makes sense. Might be too late. Oh no. Okay, now we're doing this. So, from the universe's perspective. More precisely, more precise steps, if possible, should my person be doing to get unstuck and live a life in complete alignment with their absolutely most gorgeous dream life. You got 10 of cups. That was the first thing that popped out. And it actually turned around. It did a salto and was like, this is not supposed to be upside down. You're supposed to have this the right way around. Okay. And then, wait, this one jumped up there. And then this one was here. I just want to see where the rest want to land on this thing. Okay, let's see what we got here. That one is bridging. And this is nice. You got some good cards. Dream plus hope plus action. Words have immense power. This is not off topic at all. If anything, this is highly on topic. This is why I assign to affirmations, because words have power. The words that you speak, the words that you think, they have power. The green light. Oh, yes, it's a rainbow. Wait, unless, see, it can be turned into like different things and what, not things, but like it can have different lights and stuff, you know? Yes, thank you. I am very fond of it. I have a different one as well, but this one was better, I felt, with the background and whatnot. The other one is more pinkish. Yes, I do. Can you see it? Wait, where is it? There. Haha! I really like that one. I have some Polaroid photos too, but... oh, I can show you one. The rest is somewhere else, but I have this one that I keep here on my desk. It's not my cat anymore, but it was of my former cat and some roses that I got. See, I love it because I was taking a photo of the roses and then my cat was being a cat and being all, is it me that you want to take a picture of? I adore it. Well, that is like, if you want one, I am highly recommending it. However, if you just want Polaroid photos, what I would recommend is, because I do have a tendency of forgetting to bring it, because I'm so used to, you know, just bringing my phone. But if you just want the Polaroid photos, I would rather actually then buy a printer. However, with this one, you do get that feeling of there is just one copy of this image. There is nothing more. So, you know, smile and it'll be what it'll be. Yes, and I love that. I absolutely adore that with the Polaroid ones. Okay, but so what I am seeing here is, it is basically the things that we've been talking about. Right now, on house 11, this dropped out on top of, wait, a scary place. Oh, grain of salt. We also, with the salt. Hi, Subem. What is this? Subemi? That's such a cool name. Oh, I love it. Hi, Subemi. Welcome. So, in house 11, or on top of house 11, which was about friends, like-minded groups, and humanitarian beliefs, a card that popped up, and this is currently now. I'm really sensing this is now because your 10 of cups jumped straight to like the future. It's like way past these other things. It's just like, nah, I'm not part of this anymore. I'm sorry, guys. I'm not. This was nice when it was, but you know, speak Spanish. No. I don't even know how to say me in Spanish. No, wait, me. So, mi habla no español. No español. Yo soy español. I'm really trying, because like I have a tendency of joking around with languages I do not speak. Oh, okay. Soy español. How do I say I don't speak Spanish then? Because that would be more factually correct in my case. You know, poco. Poco! I was talking about that with someone. Because I was like, what is this word? I've heard it before. Or was it Pookie? Oh, I think it was Pookie, not Poco. Yeah, that might be true. No habla español. Yes! I was correct, author! Yo soy is... My name is... Oh! Oh. Okay, pretty damn close then. Yo habla poco inglés. Yeah. Why do you say... Is that supposed to be ha ha ha? Or is it really supposed to be yeah? Because I speak a little English. But what is the yeah? Because I write that when I try to write ha ha ha. Because it's too close and my finger like keeps tapping into that letter. It's ha ha ha. Yes, exactly. That's what I thought too. It's how I spell it too on my phone when it doesn't want to listen. Welcome anyways. You are more than welcome to stick around here. I am also not. Exactly. So now you see author. It was the same thing. You speak a little English. That's good. I speak also a little English. I am Norwegian, so you know what? You don't have to do it perfectly at all. You do what you can do. And if you want to chat in Spanish, do not think that I'm going to stop you at all. But hey, could you also teach us? Because that would be great. That would be lovely. I love learning languages. Spanish I've tried before, though. That did not go very well. Whatsoever, actually. Anywho, back to it. So, how's 11? You had... yeah, because this was like like-minded people and whatnot, right? But right now, you have the Page of Swords upside down. To practice more, well, you can come here and practice. There will be absolutely no judgment for that. No. God damn, if it was... okay, probably not. I was going to be like, if we could have, like, audience speaking and stuff like that, then you could even, like, practice out loud. But then I was thinking, yeah, but then again, I'm supposed to be trying to read people, and I'm already myself interrupting these readings so much because I have thoughts. But you can write, you know, just come here and practice. I will love you for it. You're welcome. So, right now, I'm sensing that where you are at, you either feel... oh yeah, blank poster, hi, bye. Big cup of tea. Yes! Yes, exactly. Just bring your biggest cup of tea, or a bucket if you have, because, you know, with a handle, if you found that, you were a very lucky person. I could not. This was it. This was all I had. But, you know, it was close enough. Anywho, back to it. So, where you're at right now, I am sensing... you're not speaking your truth. You're not living in your truth. Of course, Subemi. Of course. We are honored to have you here. Make a store. Yeah, I was actually looking into it. I have opened a Fourth Wall store, like the web page Fourth Wall, because they had lots of cool shit that I was like, oh, I would like all of this cool shit. And the quality looked nice. And I was looking at their cups, and I have been looking at other pages with cups, and there is not a single one that has a big cup. They have like coffee cups, and they're not big at all. And I'm not impressed at all. I'm like, can I even, like, in confidence, try and be like, hey, this is a great cup? Because I can't use that cup, because it's not great. It's not big enough. You know? That's a rant. I'll move on. Weird stuff. After you got it. You have a 3D printer as well? Can you post photos in Discord, please? I love that. The biggest cups. Yes, exactly. Exactly. If any one of you guys find a shop that has like print on demand and the cup is like amazingly big, please send it my way. Please. Because I also want it myself. Yes, come back to Discord, Blackbird. And just throw in some images of all of the things that you created. I think that's super fun. My brother has, and also sister-in-law has, and they showcase it and like, oh, I can show you guys one. Wait, I can show you guys here even, but wait. This one is 3D printed. It's a nutcracker, but look how gorgeous this is. It's so cute. Okay, so it's like, it's not actually a nutcracker at all, because it's a tin soldier. But to me, it's a nutcracker, okay? Minus the cracking of nuts. But it's the same thing, except it's also not made in tin, so it's a plastic soldier. Well, that speaks to modernism, okay? This is modern art. So, this has depth to it, okay? We're gonna say that. That's the truth. Save the nuts. I'm hilarious. I speak before I think, you guys. You're welcome. I did a lot of improv. Well, actually, that was just an excuse because I always did this. Yeah, this is just how I am. Well, yeah, we will. Some nuts we should save. Other nuts we should not. Other nuts we should eat. I'm not going to speak that thought, actually. I'm stopping now. I'm stopping now. Hi, Dream Impossible, welcome. Yes, exactly. It's not that you're not living your reality. It's that you are not living in your truth. I love the little, like, emote. I like that you guys are entertained by my random thoughts. That's good, because I do lots of them. Oh, guys, no, I'm focusing now. focusing now. No, but guys, I did. I'm just gonna say this, okay? So for Sundays, we're going to be playing games, right? And I bought the game for the. Oh, it's the emotes. Oh, I am so happy. Oh, I love how they turned out. Stream is great. Serbian films. I've not watched any of those. Favorite streamer's favorite streamer. They come here to have like some time off from their own stuff and just sit here and laugh a little bit. I love that. Emotionally rewarding. Yeah, okay, the thing that I was, because it was rewarding. I hope. I genuinely hope. I'm crossing my fingers. I've been thinking about this for years, since I actually streamed games. I was like, I need an Elgato. I do, because I can't stream the games that I love playing on my. And then they had a Black Friday sale, and I'm a person who doesn't use money. If I can avoid it, I don't actually spend money if I can avoid it, you know? So for me, it was a splurge, and it wasn't that big, but it was a splurge. And I am now going to be streaming, because I also bought the game because I had like credits on my Switch. So I bought the entire game of the Dredge. Was that what it was called? Gotta steal the mantra. Which mantra? Be glad about not watching. No, be glad about not watching. What do you mean? Oh, wait. I don't know what the mantra was, but it doesn't matter. So yeah, now I have kind of like everything. Like I didn't even download the demo. I haven't tested the game whatsoever, but I have it all. I have everything. And I'm gonna go out tomorrow morning and get the Elgato thing. So we're streaming Switch. Guys, we're streaming Switch on Sunday. Yes, it was the Dredge. It was everything. It was because there was sale on that as well, and I was like, sometimes a sign is a sign, and other times I'm just gonna use the money. Some Lovecraft, yes. Oh, yes. I am so happy that you guys are happy about this as well. I've been like low-key panicking because I don't spend money, but I did. When I did. It wasn't that much, but it was to me. Because I don't, but still. Okay, anyways, we're back to it. Hi, here. So yeah, you're not living in your truth right now, blank poster. You know? Not speaking your truth. You can do it like me. Just like remove that thing that you usually... Yeah, but you know what, you can do it like me, as I said. Like, yeah, it's just like you had a thought, but then you spoke it before you actually thought it through. And you can't really not live in your truth if you do it like that, because you have no fucking choice. It's there. It's out in the open at that point. But that's not just it. Because you're not living in truth, I'm sensing that you might also... When you are not living in an environment where you feel that you can live in your truth, that affects you. And it affects how you also interact with the world around you, but it also affects how you take in the world around you, you know? So I'm just going to read the keywords here, because some of them might resonate, others might not. So flippant, and this can be about you, or it can, that's what I'm sensing, it can be you, how you feel about your environment, and it can be how you actually end up interacting with your environment unconsciously, not intending to. Also, perhaps you were intending to, like, I'm not judging at all. And another one is that you can feel that other people are treating you like this. Because again, it's not right for you anymore. It might absolutely have been, probably was at some point, but not right now. Because you've outgrown it. But so it says flippant, nothing to say, gossip, sarcastic, cynical, not speaking your truth, other people don't treat me. Oh no. Yeah, when you're not of the... that's not good. Exactly. So you have value when you're useful. That's the core feeling that you sit with, right? That would affect your self-confidence. No, I'm not saying it's not true. Absolutely not. What I'm saying is, like, that's how it feels also in your body. You have everyone, I believe at least, they, of course, they do the best they can and all of that, but you gather evidence from around you. So even if people don't mean to treat you in a certain way, you're still going to be ending up feeling a certain way, you know? Someone could use you. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Exactly. Well, that makes a lot of sense. Because again, the thing that I said with this one was that you're supposed to be finding like-minded people. You're supposed to be finding the groups and the settings and the environment where you actually fit in. You are worthy of unconditional love. You know that. Keep him away from the... Ugh, bubble tribe, no. You know what? It doesn't have to be a word. You just created it for the English language, and the English language is so much better for it. Thank you, blank poster. Bubble tribe is a thing now. If it never was, it is now. That's how words are created anyways. Like, stop being like a police of stuff. I don't like that. When people are like, oh, that's not a word. Well, clearly it is now. You're welcome. Exactly. It's a gift. It's a gift to the world and the universe in general. And the broader population should be probably groveling at your feet, going all like, thank you, savior. The bubble tribe. I would think they probably have the best of snacks. I'm thinking about like chocolate with like air blown into them. That's really good. I can't have it, but it's really good. Oh, or like very, what's it called? Like, it's baked goods, right? But it's very airy because they're so soft and chewy. No, chewy is something different. Doesn't matter. It's amazing, probably. I want to join the tribe too. I could probably make like an invitation card, but it's not my tribe, so I can't do that. But I was thinking about Canva. I've done that before for no good reason. But I take jokes far too far. And then unanswered questions was also at the bottom. Point being, right now in the environment that you're in, as you said as well, you don't fit in. But also with the thing, so 10 of Cups actually came, or it should have come out upside down. But then it did a salto and decided to be, you know, the right way around. But it did a salto and landed, you know, in the future. So you are heading towards, if you want to, you could be heading towards your ultimate blissful state of everything that's amazing. Because right now, that's what I'm thinking here. Husband and son getting competitive. I'm playing games. Oh no. That's really good though. And also factual, you know? How do you argue against that? You don't. You shut up and you look at your son and you're like, wow, I raised you well. This is probably my masterpiece. Yes. Salute indeed. Okay, so right now then, you're in, oh wow, it literally says this. Right now what it says is disconnected family. Imbalance, broken, discord, inauthentic relationships, you know, not living your truth, false sense of security, and misalignment. That's all the things that you're in right now. If you want, you could be heading towards storybook ending. Storybook ending. Yeah, it's you now, but it's not where you're going to be ending up. If you want. So, 10 of Cups, storybook ending, harmony, blissful relationships, emotionally fulfilled, stability, idyllic, peace, and divine love. I'm going to tell you how to get out of it. You actually literally have a card that went into, like, it was bridging two cards there. It was bridging, it was the first card, House 8, the one that we looked into, remember? But I would be focusing on the whole, like, it's the transformation of it. It's the, you do something and you get something, right? And it was bridging between house 8 and opposition, which was imbalance and also power struggles, tensions and all of that. It was bridging that with the Hanged Man, acting like a bridge. To me, I'm going to read the keywords, of course, but to me it is the whole, right now you feel stuck. If you're stuck, that means you're kind of in a pause mode. But you're not supposed to be, because of all of the things that we talked about. And also, this is the final card that I'll be talking about afterwards. But you are literally just supposed to be taking tiny actions. This is why we've been talking about it. Everything that I say during a reading, everything that we talk about during a reading, that's why I don't see distractions as distractive. Yes, it's harder to keep thread and be like, oh my god, what did you say first? Yes, but it's actually all of it that is the reading. Taking tiny actions, tiny meaningful actions. That's important. Because you can take tiny actions all day, but if those actions are not meaningful, then those actions won't lead you where you actually want to go. Knight of Cups. Yes, that's so true, all of that. You know your tarot. That's so cute. But it is true. It's true. It's slow moving. It's don't rush with the Knight of Cups. No, Knight of Coins. Knight of Coins. I'm so sorry. It wasn't Knight of Cups, but it is looking up though. If we say Knight of Cups, it has meaning to it. Okay, so the sense I'm feeling here is, again, I'm referencing one of my favorite readers, because I watch her a lot. Even if the reading isn't mine, which usually it isn't, I watch her because she just has a lot of cool shit that she says. Or she says things in a good way. To me, it resonates with me. Exactly. It's not your fault. I probably literally said Knight of Cups. It was meant for you. And yeah, you do listen to a lot of Norwegian. And you can read in Spanglish? That's really cool. I've seen it though here in chat. That's pretty damn cool. But okay, so yeah, you're supposed to be taking action. But the thing that she says, but she does this with love readings. So the thing that she loves saying when the Knight of Cups comes out is that the Knight of Cups is firstly and foremost filling up and enjoying his own cup. Because she doesn't really like it when he comes up in romance. I'm like, yeah, sometimes, but he can be a bit of a Don Juan in the whole, like, you know, romance reading things. But not always. Point being, in your reading is that you're actually supposed to be doing that. You should be doing that. I am so impressed by you guys. I just need to say this. Every single time, every single stream, like every single one of the readings since I came back again, from the first one, you guys in chat have been amazing towards each other. Me as well, of course, yes, but oh my god, are you amazing towards each other. That's kind of what gives me all of this energy, truthfully. I mean, you were here. You were the first one that came in, Blank Poster. You saw it. I was a bit more tired. But now, it was because of you guys. It's your energy that's helping me. Like, oh, wait, I'm awake now. Nice. But you're supposed to be sipping at your own cup. You're supposed to be. Yes, but you deserve all of this love. And you're supposed to be filling up your own cup. You're supposed to be focusing on yourself. No, I refuse. But thank you. I think, and I feel it's a group thing. It's kind of a collaboration, I think. Because I can only do what you guys let me do. And you guys can also only do what I let you do. Which sounds weird, but I mean, like, I could be super strict and weird about chat and be like, no, don't do that, and oh, don't say that, or like stuff like that. But it doesn't really work like that, I feel. Because you guys are great. Do whatever you feel like. You're amazing anyways. But yes, focus on yourself. What fills you up emotionally? When do you feel peaceful? What gives you joy? Do that. And then I'm going to read the keywords. So, Knight of Coins, connected to nature. Well, I mean, maybe if that resonates with you, but that's not what I'm sensing here. Conservative, practical, hardworking. You are all of these things. Hardworking, responsible, protective, defensive, persistent, stubborn, patient, loyal, and slow. You're supposed to be all of these things towards yourself, but make a plan. Not a big one at all. The card is you. Yes, I know. It really resonated. Makes a plan. Good. You should be doing that. But, this is important. It's very easy for someone that is as responsible, protective, stubborn, patient, loyal, and slow moving, which is good in this case, because you're not afraid of things having to take a bit of time. Doesn't need to be like this for you. Instant isn't necessary for you. But even more importantly, instant isn't your goal right now at all. You want a plan, yes. But what I mean with that is that you're going to be, firstly, figure out an insane dream. Like, this is your ideal. Like, I don't care what it is. It's the thing that we said, right? You do that, and then the steps, they should be easily achievable. They won't be bringing you into like a quantum leap of whatever. That's not what we want. We just want you to have very specific things that you can do every single day. You don't wait for motivation with this. It's just what you do. Wait. 30 years. Yes, yes, absolutely. Don't define yourself by the actions you do for others. Oh, but remember, you must care for yourself before you can aid. I love this. Yes. No. This is great. I am so happy you were compelled. 30 keep it going. You're like a mini oracle in chat. Well, you guys are all of you guys are. I'm just going to be very honest about that. And I love it. This is exactly what, like, the Knight of Cups would be. Amazing. You should copy that, actually. Like, copy all of it and just throw it into like a note or something. That's great. Thank you, Tadikus. But yeah, that is basically, do something each and every day, but make sure that what you do with intention of reaching your dream, I'm going to say. And the actions, you do them with hope. And then you are okay with things taking time, because already you feel like you had, like, lots of time had been passing anyways, because you had been reading your diary from, was it 2012 you said? It was, because it was far back. You've been noting it down. Oh, I am so happy. This is amazing. Do you have anything more? Do you feel like you got what you needed here? Some guidance, some solution, something? Or do you have, and be honest, or do you feel like there's something that's still nagging? Because we don't want to leave you with a nagging feeling. That doesn't help anyone, you know? Then I'd rather give you some more cards and see if we can get some more intuitive hits or anything really. Wed out of autopilot. Yes. Yeah, you would have. But it's because the autopilot that you are currently working from isn't currently set where you want to go. It doesn't align with you anymore. It might have before, but it doesn't now. I feel loved, I feel accepted. Oh, you are loved and accepted here. That's a truthful feeling. Listen to that one. Oh. Oh, this is amazing. I'm so happy about that. Blank poster, this is a safe space. You can come back here anytime you want to feel those feelings. And then when you have like felt them enough, you're like, universe, I know I like this feeling more than the other feeling. I don't want that feeling. I want all of this, like this feeling. I want that out here as well. So please give it to me. Thank you. And then you, of course, you keep on doing your actionable steps. And then I promise you, this is what you'll end up with. Oh, yes, exactly. I like this. You're like a team. This is like, it's not a support group. We are a love group. We're love bumping each other. Life is always nagging. I didn't read this one. I just need to read it. Clothes. Oh, well, I mean, like, there's a lot to remember. You remembered all the other stuff. I feel like, honestly, maybe the wife shouldn't be, taking some shots of, not what gave Friday shots. It's because, guys, you can. It's just that this tea that I'm drinking, this is mostly what I also do drink. So if I have a shot, I get drunk. If I have like an intense, shot with lots of alcohol in it, or if I have like just something ordinary like a brisa, but I have like the entire container of that, like a tiny one, I am drunk afterwards. I don't, yeah, I hold my alcohol well, but I don't tolerate it that well. So I'm gonna stick with this. Yeah. Hey, I'm trying to give life, bring back life. I'm not sure. Like I have this kombucha starter, the Scooby, right? I haven't gotten him a good name. I'm like, should I call him Shaggy? But then I'm not sure. But what was my point? I drink that as well, but that's technically also tea. So I drink tea then. I think. Okay, but I'll pack these away. And what was I saying? Yes, so of course you're not going to feel like what you're in right now is right for you, because it isn't. So I would rather accept that. And when we accept something, we don't attach any meaning to it. It's just, oh, I'm feeling this feeling. I'm not going to judge it and I'm not going to praise it. It's just, it is what I'm feeling. This is my truth. There's nothing more to it. This is my current truth, and I see that that does not align with me because it's not giving me the emotional fulfillment at all that I want or need, and I can sense that this isn't actually right for me. Accused of attempted assassination after drug terror. Have you been getting too many death cards? That's not what they stand for. Okay. Too much laughing. Oh no. You know what? When you're drunk, you're only going to be getting the cards that is like the hanged man. No, because that could... The hermit. You're only getting the hermit. Let's isolate yourself and look inwards instead. You're welcome. What was I going to say? I don't remember. No, yeah, I do remember. Once you start doing these tiny things, you're actually going to start feeling, and you don't have to tell anyone. You don't have to tell a single soul. You're doing this for you. Like, no one else matters, So, once you start doing these things, you're going to start feeling inside. Yeah, that's good. That's good. But you're going to start feeling like you are gaining back your life. And you'll feel it because you're starting to gain back energy. And every small step, so long as it is a step that you take with aim and intention, is a step that brings you closer to your happy ever after. Truthfully, that is waiting for you. And if you don't have a specific dream that you want to put up instead, put that happy ever after. It's the 10 of Cups that you got. It's ultimate emotional fulfillment. It often is also about, family structure. But in a realistic way, of course, by all means. It's like, of course, you're still going to have like painful days and struggles and whatnot. That's just life. Being life. And that's okay. But what was it? Yeah, okay, so when you're in a place where you actually belong, 90, and this is true, this is not my words, this comes from other people, experts, totally accept. Yeah, exactly. Life is just what it is. But This is the thing we're not being taught. And this is, some other experts that have been talking about this. 90% of the time, you're supposed to actually feel good about the situation, the people, the everything that you are in and living with. 90% of the time, things should be going well. I'm not saying things are easy, but I'm saying they don't feel like you have to just keep pushing and pushing and pushing in an uphill fucking, slope. Interesting indeed. I know. There's a reason why I'm saying this, because it was very interesting to me as well when I heard it. I was like, are you sure? Because I heard you weren't supposed to be like, well, life comes with challenges and relationships do the same. And, was there like an upper limit to that? Yeah, there is actually. It's 10%. It's 10%. The upper limit is 10%. And also, these 10%, because the other 90% is actually supposed to be good. Not like problem-free, but it's supposed to be good. Like, your nervous system is supposed to be able to actually relax. These other 10% does not then feel like a dreadful, like tower moment. Everything is just crumbling and you're still like, you have to really push to even get up in the morning. It's not supposed to be that. It's just, okay, but 10% of the time, you might be questioning things. Then, like, for example, in a relationship, for example, in a work situation, for example, whatever, like with friends, like anything. 10% of the time, you might still be all like, well, I don't know. Maybe there's something more for me out there in the wide, open space of life. There could be. And also, that fucking person ate up my cereal 5 days in a row. They didn't even ask. They didn't even ask if I needed a refill. It can be a bit more intense than that, but still, it's not supposed to be like... Yeah, you're welcome. It's not supposed to be like, oh my god, I'm not even sure if do I have a relationship now? Like, what am I? Do you even like me anymore? It's like, or do I have like a job in a month now? Is it like I've been sacrificing, but like, what is this then? Like, you're not supposed to be there if you're in fight flight, like proper fight flight mode. It's wrong. Okay, you're doing it. I'm not going to say you're doing it wrong, because we don't get this information. It's more that it doesn't align with you. Go and find the 90% instead, the 90% situation where it's like the 10% of like, oh my god, my cereal is still gone. Because that you can live with. It doesn't ruin your life or your nervous system or your body. Yes. Blank poster. So that is your happy ever after. That's what you want, okay? No matter what it is, or if it's absolutely every single area of your life, that's what you want. So that's your dream thing, So whatever tiny steps you can take every single day to reach that, you do that. Okay. Now, does that help you? Oh, wait, I want to read this. Yes. That's so true. If you feel you're an autopilot, because I would say don't fear the autopilot, because autopilot can save your brain resources. But once you start noticing the autopilot, like you said here, then you're quite likely noticing it because it doesn't align. It's like, yes, you can be wearing shoes, but you'll start noticing the shoe when it starts to tug on your skin, right? And make a blister, because it's not like there's something that doesn't really, maybe it doesn't fit or whatever, it doesn't really matter, but there's something that doesn't work with you and your feet, clearly then. So, yeah, if you notice the autopilot, or if you notice that you're stuck, or if you notice anything like that, probably it isn't aligning. And it's not just you saving resources for your brain, not having to do the motivation thing. Yeah, good. That is resonating. I don't really remember what it was I was going to say. It wasn't important anyways. I think I've said it 1,000 times. Probably. So the point has probably been made. Anywho, does anyone else want a reading? Because you guys need to put it in chat now, because I'm still on my phone. It worked really well for me to be on my phone, because when I do use my phone's battery dies at some point. Meaning I never sit until like 7 in the morning anymore, which has been great yesterday. It wasn't even like the day that I started streaming hadn't ended. When I exited the stream, it was like, how? I've never experienced that before. Of course I have time for you. Thaddeus, let's do you. What do you want a reading about? You can ask about literally everything here. Literally everything and anything can be looked into. But I check energies. That's important. Usually that's just ask. I'll explain to you afterwards anyways if that's needed. I'm just going to put my nutcracker or tin soldier back, who is called a nutcracker. Yes. I'll be back very soon. Well, I'm here. You can see me. Okay. Like so. Whew. Let's see. I can probably move that one up there as well, since I'm on the move anyway. Oh, what? No, that's good. It's good. I was so cold. Oh, let's see. Oh! It's fine. Let's see. Closing words. Wait. Yes, do that. You don't need any closing words or lines or anything. You know, I am oh, thank you. I am the kind of person who is like, if something really hits or resonates, I can turn speechless. And I'm like, I'm never speechless, but okay, you get silence from me. You're welcome. Yes! I'm so happy I'm not the only one. Okay, let's see. Making a major change. Ooh, exciting. Okay. Is it good for you? Probably. Hesitating. I'm not sure. Okay. We're going to go for the astrology card with you as well. Wait. Also, my readings, they go deep. So, me saying that we're starting with astrology card does not mean we're ending there necessarily. So, let's see here. Thaddeus, the Roman Emperor. Or Battle Lord. I'm not quite sure what they were called. Are you like, what is that? What were they? I can only, like, I'm thinking about the, of course, because I really like that storyline. I'm thinking about Doctor Who with the Last Centurion. Let's see, though. Oh, that was almost jumping out already. But it didn't, so we're waiting. Let's see. Thaddeus, major change. Is good. Well, it is probably fair of change as well. I'm not saying that with judgment at all, because we all have it. It's our bodies. Our bodies don't like change, no matter what it is, and no matter if it's really fucking good for us. For example, eating more healthy, but that means like not having the chocolate that you're used to also having. Your body is like, fuck, no. Yeah, you might tell me how many times you fucking want to that that's good for me. Fuck no. So there's absolutely that as well here. But let me just see what the cards are saying. Holding this change back. Patheticus. Where are they at? What should they do? Give everything and anything. Oh, that one was weird. Like, let's see. Wait, I want to see what this is first. In place, divorce, looking to move states for new job. Oh. Well, you know what the first thing I'm going to say is, I find you very brave. Because these are two major things. and you're doing both of them, no wonder your body would be opposing it. Even if it is good for you, your body is going to be like, but this is known. It's the same thing that we were talking about with blank poster, or mentioning at least, which was that you can do this and you know that. It's not good for you, in your words, like I haven't checked, but you know better anyways. If you have already concluded that this change is healthy for you, then this change is healthy for you. But that's bold and that's brave, and I'd like to give you my admiration. And we're going to try and figure this out for you, okay? We'll be looking into this as deep as we have to. I'm like, if I can only do 2 or 3 readings during one night, that's ordinary for me, because you come in here and you get proper guidance. So we're going to be doing that. But, oh, we had this really weird card. I was jumping all over the place, but then it decided to land back here. And usually I wouldn't be picking it up then, but it was so weird. And I'm going to allow that because it was jumping around like a fish, and it was fishes. I'm going to put it up there and just see if anything else wants to come out. No. Okay. And also, only you got 3 cards that jumped out properly, or ordinary. Like they all, but you know, more ordinarily. And one of them decided to also place itself at the top, was literally what we talked about. Basically, at least. It's and it's the fixed. Here. It doesn't mean that you are fixed in place, okay? But this means that this is a very decisive, or like it's kind of like a main energy right here for you right now. And stability, persistence, loyalty, and dependability is at the core of that. But I just want to check these other ones first as well. Ad break. Completely okay. I'm gonna look into these though. Oh my god, I've never gotten this card before, and it is so gorgeous. This is gorgeous. I'm gonna read in the book while we wait. Satisfy emotional needs, not just self-integrity. But all of these are good things. So what am I sensing here? Back. Hi. So, okay. I don't know if I showcased this, but fixed. That's the main energy. And then I was looking into the other cards, because all of your cards are actually really... I'm sensing the whole, like, want to push you forward kind of energy here. So the thing that is holding you back is the thing that we mentioned before the cards started even popping out. But I'm sensing you don't know, because in general, when it comes to the moon card, not in this deck, but maybe in the book, but in general, when it comes to the moon, that's things that we can't see because it's nighttime and all of that, right? But it also has to do with intuition, and it has to do with emotions, and it has to do with our more beastly, wild nature that can come out in... I think of a werewolf, for example. That's the reason why the werewolf comes out when the full moon strikes, because then it's the beastly nature of our nature that comes out. But it's not beastly per se, it's just, I'm going to say, listening to your intuition, basically. But it can be frightening. And then you also got, oh, I could read it though. Let's see. So satisfy emotional needs, nurture self and others, which was the reason I was like, but this is good. Like, this is like, because this is what you're heading towards. But that is also scary. And then you got Virgo with integrity, reverence, and service. And you also had loyalty in the fixed one. I'm going to read up the fishes as well. Intimacy, intuition, and compassion. What I'm sensing here, this is just my intuitive hits. I'll look into the book as well, because I feel like we should get some keywords specifically from the moon and fixed. But what I'm really sensing here is that you're kind of, it's not just your body that's kind of like, no, we shouldn't be doing this because, you know, we like homeostasis. We like things to stay the same. I'm also sensing more of, but you're also someone, I think, that's what I'm sensing here. You're someone who prides themselves on being loyal and dependable and stable. Persistent, of course, yes, as well, but it's the loyalty and dependability I'm really sensing here. And so you going away from, or like moving away from this type of situation then, with a divorce and like moving places and whatnot, that can feel, I'm not saying it holds true for you, but that's what I'm sensing here, that can then affect, or rather go against, the sense, or a sense of how you, I'm not going to say subconsciously, but it's more like it's an undertone to what loyalty is to you and what being dependable is to you, because you're going to have to, like, you know, quit, uproot yourself, move away from your previous spouse. All of those things are not loyalty. It's and it's absolutely not, you know, in if you're just looking at the words, then that does not feel like persistency. And I am not at all saying that you should be listening to these things if these are thoughts that you have, or even like emotional reactions basically that could start emerging in your body. Anxiety, I'm sensing the word anxiety comes to mind, but that does not mean you have anxiety, but it's that came to mind. So I just want to go and read the fixed one and see if there's like some good keywords here for you. North node, nope, 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 nope. Mutable, not at all. Fixed, there we have it. So yeah, here we even get the shadow of it, which makes sense. Secure and established flow. Yeah, but the shadow is stubborn. But stubborn can also be positive. Yeah, you struggle with anxiety. Yeah, that would add in then, actually. That's, if you struggle with anxiety, then you are a person who will then, I mean, we all have it to a certain degree. So, you like your water. You like your emotions bottled. No, Blackbird, you're going to have to let your emotions flow freely, okay, through your body. Unbottle. No, unscrew that bottle and let it flow through you. That's how you get your healthy 3 liters of something each and every day. You know, gotta keep yourself moisturized. No, like, be the cucumber and get all of that fluid. That's my point. Here, okay, so I'm going to read this to you because this is important. Clarify. You are bottled but filled with soda and shaken off, and no. Oh, but then you know what, you get like this beautiful spark then afterwards. I know it's not actually a spark, but still, it kind of is. It's like this fizzly superpower thing. You can also just throw in one of those, is it Mentos? Whatever it is, like the little candy thing, you know, and then you get the same kind of, not firework, but to me it's firework with soda. and minus the fire and the work. There's the ish work. You have to shake it first. Or throw in the thing, you know? But you're not going to be losing your eye. Yeah, okay. Depends how close you're. I was thinking about like New Year's Eve and like, you know, sending up stuff. Okay, I'm gonna move on. Because this isn't salvageable. Okay, so, hi, we're back. So, clarify your intentions and remain patient with your process of becoming. I mean, you are, and you have, because like, you've already clarified the steps even of what you want to do and what you need to do. And here it is, you know, move forward with radical conviction, trusting that even that which seems chaotic or wrong weaves into your story of becoming. Release control while still showing up for yourself every step of the way. I'm going to keep on reading this. It's not a lot, but I just want to read all of this to you. When you are grounded in integrity, you are exactly where you need to be. And integrity does not mean self-sacrifice, okay? That's important, because loyalty is well and good, but it starts with being loyal towards yourself. And then you hand loyalty out to those who deserve it. And that is not just people, that's everything. That's where you live, that's where you work, that's your friends, that's everything and everyone. Loyalty is beautiful. So share it with those who will appreciate it. Let's see. Yeah, so when you are grounded in integrity, you are exactly where you need to be. And remember, you are deeply loved and carried by your angels, or whatever it is that you believe in. Like, I don't care if it's like this esoteric, like, I don't know, but there's maybe perhaps like this beautiful kind of cool force that perhaps sometimes every now and again comes in and like pushes me in the right direction and also softens my fall. Believe in that then. You don't need to believe in anything bigger than that, but just believe. Let's see. Because if you believe, truthfully, the world around you will prove that believing was worthwhile, or you believe in is true. It's just because that's the whole, like with the magician card and whatnot, like your brain will find evidence for what you think, no matter what it is that you think. And that's sort of kind of how you design the world around you. So let's see. So they delight in your faith and send affirming signs and messages along the way. Keep your senses open to receive them. This card being the first of many. No, this sign being the first of many. Trust in the path of your life. I like that I read that one in a way where it was also like the sentence didn't actually end there. Because this is just the first of many. But it really is. Because the rest of these, but I want to read the moon as well, because the rest of these, what I am sensing is that when you change, also you would be with anxiety. That's also often you will get this. I'm not saying in your case, I wouldn't know. But with anxiety, you also get this need for control. So I'm not going to call you a control freak. I wouldn't know. But what I am saying is that you might feel extra anxious when you can't necessarily see too far ahead of yourself. When you can't truthfully see what is awaiting. And that will not be helpful for you in moving you forward, because it's not when we are fearful and when we are anxious and all of that, it means that we either get set into or that we already exist in the fight-flight mode. And when we are there, it's very hard to be creative. But when we are creative, when we trust, also, if you have like a way to get ourselves out of that, activate. It doesn't have to be big. It can be go dancing, like move, go out for a jog, go out for a walk, do some hobby thing that you like. Something that truthfully makes you, I said this yesterday, but also you can literally sit down, just light a candle and look into the flame. That's extremely helpful. as a meditative tool. Wait. But that's something that can calm your nervous system down so much that you get into a more creative, relaxed state where you feel more clear-headed. Wait just one sec though. But I want to read the moon as well, because what I'm sensing is that once you gain control over this by letting go of control over this, I'm going to find some tarot cards as well, just to confirm all of this, but and also see if there's anything more. But by putting yourself first, by putting your own emotional needs, and you nurture yourself, you're going to create a new type of future for yourself and others. Go with the flow, which is why I need to take more. Ah, I see. You're a no control person. Okay, I get that one. Then this is actually something that will make you grow immensely. If you mostly feel like you follow the current, you're going to gain, not for the first time, but this time, because it's so big, the things that you are that you have decided upon doing, they are huge. They're massive shifts in your life. Like, they're major arcana stuff, basically. And in the best of ways. Literally. Like, you know, satisfy your own emotional needs, nurture yourself. You're going to get, I'm going to say, like, you're going to end up with, quite likely at least, I don't have cards that back me up, but this is my intuition. You're going to end up with more compassionate and more emotionally intimate relationships in your future. Because, oh, and I also have to say, like, the cards are saying you are now acting with integrity. And you are actually acting in a way that serves both yourself and others. Not just in the future, not just them, but like it's also serving what you leave behind doesn't align with you. But if it doesn't align with you, then I don't know if this is a nice thing to have, but it also means you don't align with it. So it's not nice, but it's like, it is what it is. So like, if you don't feel like they fit with you, or if you don't feel like the entire, it can be, you can look at this from a much broader situation. It doesn't only have to be romance, but it's like, it's everything, right? But for you, it is with the marriage and also with work and everything. That does not align with you. But you do not align with it either. So, you are actually doing the, I'm going to say, nice thing, but it's not nice. That's not the word I'm looking for. It's the right thing isn't the word either. It doesn't matter. Like, you're doing that thing, at least, whatever that thing is in a word. I'm like, you're doing an act of service. That's what I'm sensing here. It's an act of service. It's not just self-preservation. It's not egocentrical. You're actually, you taking these steps is also you actually at least getting out of the way of this person, and also the job potentially, if you needed to change that as well, like all of it. You're getting out of the way so that and those that will align have a possibility to come in and align with these people and these situations and these everything. That's extremely big of you, and bold, and brave. And it might not feel like it right now, but it really is. And whether or not they end up doing so, that's not, you don't have control over that, and it doesn't matter to you either. You opened up the possibility. It's like, I log in here, and then you guys can come in here, and you can ask me a question, and then I can, or more, and then I can do a reading, but it's just me sitting here and being available. I can't do anything more than that. I can upload collective readings, and those that feel drawn to click on it, they can choose to do so, or they can choose to scroll past. You can choose to click in on this, or you can choose to not. And there is no right or wrong. It's just that I can do nothing more, and you can do nothing more when it comes to this situation, when it comes to everyone else involved. But you're actually doing an act of service. By staying truthful to yourself, you're also helping everyone around you, even if it feels very uncomfortable. But it is true, and it demands lots of bravery. I'm not gonna sit there and say, like, I always do that. I'm so good at that. Oh, guys, can't you be like me? No, please don't. Be better than me if you can. I do my best. We all do our best, but like, I'm not better than anyone, you know? But just give me one second. I still feel like I should be looking into the moon card specifically. So, okay, here we have the sun, and then we should have the moon. Yes, we do have the moon here. Okay. So. And it's this one. It's so gorgeous. I've never gotten it before from this deck. It was just so cool. Look at it. So gorgeous. It's like watercolor. I feel like this artist has just taken up the outer like screen of long lost watercolor from their childhood and went epic with it. It was just like, yeah, I know that I used to paint like apples and bananas and whatnot, but now we're just doing this instead. It's gorgeous, all of these cards. Anywho, back to it. I'm here now. So, home security. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna read this. You did that with fingerprints. We used to do that. It wasn't fingerprints. We brought like fingerprints. Did you do it with fingerprints, or was it like finger painting? Because like fingerprints, you might have been tricked. And if you were under 18, I'm not sure. Did your mother and father say yes to this? You can't just come and collect, you know. Did they also draw blood? Because that's also illegal. I'm just saying. I'm also joking, guys. Kind of. I love doing finger paint. No, wait, I didn't. It depended very much on the whole which paint we used, because it dried and it stopped. I was never good with that. I'm sorry, author. Oh, and clay, that also was so icky on my fingers. Ugh, I couldn't do that because when it dried. Anywho, I'm back to it. Hi. So the moon is a symbol for spirit. It represents the deepest eternal core of who you are and the interior world of your soul. It is your subconscious, blah, 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 psychic revelations, blah, blah, blah. It's very womb, which you can blah, blah, blah. Mother Moon is nostalgic. Nah, this is also not it. Blah, blah, blah. Who cares? I'm sorry, I didn't mean that. Of course people care. Take us to the moon stage. Fly me to the moon. La 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 dee da dee da da. I don't remember the rest of that text or lyrics. But anywho, so sense of home and security, yes. But here we have experiences. This is kind of how you work with and through the moon. Your emotional response to life. And that's kind of what you're working through right now. How you nurture self and others. And that's why we were stopping up with it. This is you nurturing self and others. Psychic revelations, that's your intuition. I was also saying here, like knowing and intuition, your experience of feminine energy. We all have it. Feminine, masculine energy. We all have feminine, masculine values. Like we all have it. All of it. But anyways, so spirit, where do you feel most? Yes. The thing that you need to keep at the top of your mind or in your consciousness, except from the fact that you doing this is nurturing yourself, but it is also nurturing others. But where do you feel most at peace? Because it's not where you're at. You won't be able to envision what you have never had because you don't have any evidence for it. But you can, or envision, you might, you can't find evidence and you can't plan a route for what you have never experienced nor never walked down the path towards before. So you will be threading foreign land. And you will be seeking things you can only hope for, dream of. But my intuition is saying that you doing this, you being bold and brave and, you know, taking a step forward and continuing on doing so, it will lead you towards all of this. Because that's the steps that you are taking, and we attract in the energy that we send out. And right now, you're sending out authenticity. And you're also making a break with this whole fixed thing. Because when you are a person who would usually just follow along, oh, someone wanted something, yeah, okay, we're gonna do that then. Oh, someone needed something from me, oh, well, okay, we're gonna do that then. Oh, someone else, well, we're just gonna do that. I mean, like, why not, sort of. But you're taking active steps towards autonomy. You're taking active steps towards saying, I want to keep the power over my life, which is also taking accountability for your life, but also responsibility for where your life ends up. But to do all of that, you can't be fixed. You can't be a fixed person. Because you have to have new thoughts and new hopes and new ideas that you are willing to act upon. So you're also changing your autopilot and all of that. Yes, you are. But you're moving into a state of freedom. And is it mutability? I'm not quite sure. But I want to read. That's an intuitive thing that came to me, at least right now. So, whether it's the cocoon in your home or a loving place in nature, connect with your sanctuary. You need to find a way to lower your nervous system, like the fight-flight, your anxiousness. That's the first and most important step. Whatever it is that works for you, do that. For me, like the fire thing, yes, looking into a flame. Oh, wait. I'm like... I see. Watching your stepkids. Oh. Actually, you are. If you lose them, that is not on you. Okay? Because if you love these children, and I mean, like, of course you love them, but exactly. Yes, that's so true. That's actually what I was going to... Yes, listen to that. That's exactly what I was going to say. But this is way quicker, and you can actually copy paste it. Amazing. Thank you, Oda. It's so true. It's so true. You're showcasing them, but they might not feel it in the moment. That's important. They are children. And as children, we are a bit egocentrical. You know, we feel pain, and someone did something. And so, of course, that pain is their fault. So they might not see your side yet. But the issue is, had you stayed in something that isn't in alignment with you, and you could have the most peaceful relationship on the surface. You could never fight with the person that you're together with. Never raise a voice, never throw a disc, like it's all smiles and whatnot. And you keep on rolling along with whatever it was that your spouse wanted every single time, or not, but you're still not standing up for yourself. And these children will see that. They will sense it. You cannot hide dynamic from children. You cannot hide energy from children. It's not possible. Hi, Lost Gravity, welcome! Oh, I'm thinking about that movie, but I can't remember what it was. It has beautiful music, though. How are you doing? Oh, wait, I need to also focus and do the thing. But hi. How art thou? I can't answer that in Shakespearean, but I am doing quite nice. You're excellent. That's wonderful. Oh no, I'm so sorry. Ugh, I wish I could do better Shakespeare, but I haven't been looking into Shakespeare for years. Oh, some D&D. Ooh, I'm interested. Very much so, actually. You got a session tomorrow. Oh, that's so fun. How do you do it? Like, what? Write more about it in chat. Or join Discord as well, because I'm curious and I like it. And I have some... Oh, no, I'm not gonna. I need to focus here. Oh, the party I was in, we finished almost the first thing. Like the first one. We used a lot of time doing that. But oh yes, we're back to it. 30 kiss. Yes, you're being an example. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. It's hard, yes. Listen to Mr. Arthur. Join Discord, Lost Gravity. Please. Show me yours and I will show you mine. Dices. There should be a link, like either above, I don't know, but it's either above or below, like in its description, yes, but it also, like, there are physical links that you can. Yes, just push it. There's links for everything, actually, I think so. Anywho, yes, you're showing an example. Tadikus, you're showing an example, but if you had stayed, that would have colored the dynamic that these children would be ending up with and whatnot. Driving now but listening. Oh, that's so nice. It's like a podcast. Oh, it's your last week with him. Yes, of course. That has to be so hard for you. You're still doing the brave thing here, because you're still making choices that are authentic. And if you had, I was unsure, but since you say that you have a son, I'm going to mention it because it resonated in my head, but I stopped myself because I didn't know. How you allow yourself to be treated in relationships. That is also how your son is going to expect that they should be treated in relationships. And you doing this is setting a beautiful example, but it might not feel like it. What is this? Subscribed. Aww! Hit him up. Hi, hit him up! Welcome! Aww! I love this. Thank you so much for this subscription. Yeah. Yes, it is. Always go for ice cream. If you do happen to, like, be close to Copenhagen, go to that cool place there, because they have amazing ice cream. And if not, figure out where they have the best ice cream. And also playgrounds, if they're in that age group, that is. Like, just, yeah, maximize it. Favorite ice cream mode? Yes, mine is, I don't remember what it's called, but it's like, I think it literally just means ice cream or something. No, it didn't. It's an Italian type of ice cream. It's gorgeous. I've never been to Italy, but they had it in Copenhagen, and it was vegan, I think, vegetarian, whatever. It was something like that, which was marvelous for me because I can't have lactose. You know about it! My God, Arthur, If you remember what it is called, can you tell me? Because I've been trying to remember this for so long. It's in Discord. Yes! Cool. Where do I have my... There. I'm just gonna open Discord, okay? Everyone join Discord. Let's see. And licorice. Ugh. No, I'm sorry. That's licorice. That's like... I'm sorry, Blackbird. I love you, but licorice I do not. I will accept you, though. And you can have all of it. Coal ice cream. I mean, I do, like, when I fry mine, like, on a frying pan. It usually does end up with, like, darker patches to it. And that's good, you know? Loves Gravity, you also subscribed. Oh, thank you. I'm just gonna check that I've... Yes. But cold. Yes, exactly. So that will just be like, oh, God, I forgot to go in there last night. Shoot. Let's see. Whoa. You have so many. Oh my God. That's so cool. Whoa. I'm on dices. I'm sorry. That's so cool. I'm gonna give you a heart. I can't comment right now. Oh, they are gorgeous. I'm gonna give that one a heart too. I love that. I'm also gonna give this one a heart. Hi. So, okay. What were we talking about? La 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 la. Learn language, your intuition, honor vowels. Yeah, okay. You are honoring your intuition. That's amazing. Here. Greet and explore everything like it's your internal, blah, blah, blah. I'm not sensing anything more here to be found. What I want to do instead is not tarot. I want to give you this and then an animal card or a daemon card. How do you feel right now, Thaddeus? Oh, fuck. What happened? Oh, what is this? Metal to spicy. You can, oh, that's so cool. Can I do that too? I'm sorry. I forgot to be all... Oh, what happened? Okay, let's see. You had an ad. Oh no. Arthur, I think I was too distracted anyways for anything more to happen. I wanna go and check out that thing if I can. Wait. Ugh. Maybe I can't. The thing that was shared. Ugh. But I can't. I'm being told no by my computer and life in general. Maybe that's a sign, guys. I don't know. It could be. It could be. Here I can. Too spicy. That's too spicy. Oh, it is me. Oh, thank you. Oh, okay. In that case, I'm gonna check that as well, though. Oh yeah, it says CTT. Thank you. Oh, that's so cute of you guys. Saw a sign once and it had two E's in it. That might be Scandinavian. Let's see. I'm just gonna go back here. Okay, but so, oh, what's this? A card just flew out. How? Oh, these are from actually yesterday. They weren't put in correctly. That's strange. Oh, okay. But then in that case, you did get the first one here, Thudicus. It is. Oh my God, I love you guys. Keep on doing it. That is a nice sign. Author. Let's see here. 666. So, reflect. That's for Thudicus. You got one of these. And this is... I actually find this so cute. When I was... Okay. Oh no, I'm back. I'm focusing. I can do this. I can do this. I can be focused. I can... do that thing. Don't side-eye me. Don't side-eye me. If you are going to side-eye me, at least Okay, I have nothing. I'm trying to make jokes, but you know, dialed in and read. I'm sorry, guys. 90, 90. I'm going to say 90% of my jokes, like in the good thing, like for you, blank poster, are amazing. But then 10% are like, yeah. But it's not true because it's actually the other way around. But the other 10% are then amazingly great. That's my go-to. Reasoning, at least. Anyway, so Thaddeus, what you had here was reflect, but I'm going to find some proper for you. But this just popped out, which is, it's unexpected stuff are happening now, and there are just major changes, and you need to focus on your mentality here. And that's much easier said than done, but it is optimism in it. Self-assurance and trusting yourself. And although you do not have a plan right now, I'm not reading this completely, but it's just, although you do not have a plan right now, you should be putting your faith in your gut and your inner voice and really use them as compasses, like towards where you're supposed to be heading. And you should be paying attention to your feelings, like the thing that we just said. Where is your actual peace, and is it even where it is? You know already it's not. There's the reason why you've concluded on going through it, what you're going to go through it. And you should just know that although it doesn't feel like it right now, quite likely, all of this is helping you turn into the best version of yourself, but not in an egocentrical way. It's you choosing you truthfully, living in truth with integrity, which you are. That is good for everyone around you, including the children, including your ex-spouse, soon at least, including everything that was, because everything that was doesn't align anymore. And it might feel like it right now, but in truth, it's not like you have to lose connection with the children. It might happen though. You might absolutely be correct about that. I am someone who grew up with lots of moving and lots of people in and out of my life, adults, children, everything. And so I'm not going to sit here and paint a picture. Of course you can get a reading, Lost Gravity. In fact, I haven't written up anyone as next in the queue, so you can be the next person. Definitely. But what was I going to say? Yeah, I'm not going to sit here and paint a fairy tale. As a child, I lost lots of people. But lost is such a strong word. Because what I am left with, I mean, it all comes down to the mentality of both the child and who the child turns into as an adult. I lost, you can say, lots of very important people that I loved dearly, adults and children. But I missed them. Like when I was a child, I missed them, yes. And I still think of them now as an adult. But they were nice to me. They were important to me for different things. One of them was the person who actually taught me how to swim. And that person was just a marvelous human being. And that's the only thing I remember them as, being this marvelous human being. But I could have chosen to focus instead on the fact that this adult didn't keep on, keeping in contact. This adult didn't whatever, or this adult was choosing whatever. It doesn't. But you can do that with everything and everyone. He was never at fault. And he shaped very important parts of my childhood. And the gifts that he gave me, not just the swimming, but in general, the feelings and the experiences, even when there was really nothing that we did. I love pistachio nuts. Well, I love that because I was introduced to pistachio nuts by this person. It's like, you'll still keep on living in other people's minds, But how they choose to let you live in their minds is up to them. And that doesn't matter if it's an adult or if it's a child. You can't really affect what goes on inside someone else's mind. You can't affect how other people think about you. You can't affect the image they're left with about you. It's not, because it has everything to do with them and not so much at all to do with you. I'm not sure if that's helpful in any sense or whatever way, but so long as you keep on acting as a good person, you act in alignment with yourself and you act with kindness, take accountability and responsibility, and you shine your light whenever you can. You can't really do anything more. And the right people will remember that. They will remember that light. Yeah. But I want to get some cards for you here for Tadikus. And his way forward so that you can keep on moving forward. Ooh, doing what is actually best. Moving towards the best life. Ooh, whoa, okay, that's like all over the place and far too many. But I don't think we're supposed to be using those. No. Putting those in. I mean, I can go through it once more just to see if they wanted to come out, but then please do so a little bit more controlled. Oh, that one was very like in my face. Change. Encouragement, support, obstacle, battle, calling, restructuring, creative work. You going through with this is you leveling up. And it's, I'm just going to read this because this was very on point. It might not feel good initially, like right now, but it will prepare you to handle the greater things in life for your highest good. That is the why you've been looking for. Push through this feeling and all of it, like all the things that are keeping you back. You push through it because there is a reward waiting at this finish line of yours. I feel like I shouldn't be shuffling more. And the other ones that you got a couple here. It's 1441. Unique skills. You doing this is part of your greater life journey, which we talked about earlier actually, because it's so big and grand. But that was only when I knew the things that you were going to be moving away from and then also potentially into or towards. But it's also the fact that this is you taking control of your life. That's huge. No matter your age, no matter your situation, because we can all end up where we just, kind of roll along at any point of our lives. But yeah, so this is like life goals, mission, sense of self. That's the thing that I'm really sensing with you. Honesty, because you're going to be living in alignment with yourself. Important projects. You can open yourself up for that, definitely. But I'm also sensing that this is of importance. The project is you, kind of. So, yeah, this is a time for intense self-development. Focus your mind. You already have what it takes to succeed. This will also serve you to find your true purpose. And you will see a leveling up in your career or business or other essential priorities. Like, not essential, but like life-defining priorities. And then you have karma. 888. You do something, you get something. But balance, finances, success, wealth, cycles, because this is an end of a cycle, but that means also they are painful. This is an end of a cycle. This is the end of a story. But this is life. So when one cycle ends, another begins, unless you are forcing this ending to not happen. And you can do that for a very long time. And you can sit there until your dying day. Literally, people are doing that. And it's because of, anxiety. Not like clinical, but it's the fear of change. And it lives in all of us. Caterpillar. Yes, it's so true, author. That's so absolutely fucking true. Let's see. Yes, abundance is literally coming your way in any, like, whatever shape and form that you want. You're going to see this as improvement. When you do this, when you keep on with this, you will see actual physical improvements and increasement in your abundance, at least over time. And it's doesn't have to be money, okay? That's important. But it's just like your physical realm will become so much better, and it will become so much better in a way and a sense that it literally could not have if you stayed stuck. Because again, we're back with the plant analogy here. Like, you've already grown as much as you can, but some plants, at least, when you don't repot them, because they have, they can't grow anymore and whatnot, they die. And I'm sensing that's kind of where you are at. You would be slowly draining your own life energy by staying in this not truthful situation. That will affect everyone, including yourself, in a very detrimental way. You are doing the responsible thing here by choosing your truth and growth. And also it's saying here that, you are taking personal responsibility, and you are using that to realize, or like to create a life that is truly in alignment with your greatest potential. And then you got 0909, new beginnings. This is all great. Great chance, opportunity, courage, which I've already said, you're courageous and brave. Accomplishment, endings, yes, because but that's with the nines as well. And nines are also wish fulfillment, just so you know. Conclusion and big love. See, you're going to move towards big love as well. Look out for an opportunity that might be a game changer. This is it. Like, this is a game changer. Of course it is. You are completing something. Yes, you are. You're ending a cycle and you're ending a chapter so that a new cycle and chapter can start. Close the old chapter. Literally saying this. A new adventure will unravel for you. And then, so you only got good. There are other cards in here. They're not all this amazing. Okay, I need to say that. Now you got 21. That's the last card here of this. And that is energy levels, which I often talk about, which is like we align with the energy, or the energy we send out is the energy that aligns with us, but we can heal and work and whatnot. And then we existed on one level, right? I picture a staircase. So we exist on one level on that staircase, and then you can like move upwards and go to the next level on that staircase. But the people that you used to align with then on the level below her, yes, you should. No, less gravity. I'm sorry, that's you. But we're taking you afterwards, just so you know. Very positive indeed. I am so excited about this. But now you're no longer aligning with those on the level below. It's just that you're in the process of, like, not in the process even. I feel like mentally you have already shifted. You are on the next level now. But you haven't like moved too far in on that level. So you can still look down and see all of this, because you're still sort of like attached. In the physical realm, you're still sort of attached to the level below. But this level isn't for you anymore. If you were to follow those habitual strings of attachment, I'm sorry for shaking the mic, you would be regressing. You would have to. And it's not in your cards, quite literal. Like, that is not in your cards. You are supposed to be doing exactly what you're doing. Yes, it might feel uncomfortable. Do a small step every day, just as you are. Follow the plan that you already planned out. And 21, energy levels, prosperity, harmony, journey, waiting, discipline, exaggeration, and the opposite sex. Well, you did have big love, I'm just saying. So, that day you're waiting for will come. Maintain your discipline. You are getting closer to your end goal. There is no need to overextend yourself. Guard your energy to remain focused. It will pay off. It's a climb. It's a climb. With the staircases, everything I say is for a reason. And also in chat, remember it. Not an elevator ride. Trust in you. All of these cards are basically telling me you are doing the right thing already. I'm not sure what it is that you are doing, but what you are doing is what you should be doing. Like, there's a reason why you feel called to take the steps that you feel called to take. However, it's not going to feel comfortable doing that because it's change. But at the end of that, because, and it's just how the world works, but we can use karma, you know, you did something, you got something. But because what you did was act in alignment with yourself and your truth, then that is also what you will be gaining and getting. Things that are in alignment with your truth and your ideal life. I'm going to say your ideal future. Because you can have everything and anything you want. But you need to do small, concrete, and what's the word? Like aimed, but not aimed. It's like intentional. Intentional actions. Which I do think you are. It's like a spaceship. Ooh, I love spaceships. It has different stages and boosts. Oh, that's true. Space, but they drove up as a ship. That is so true. Oh, that's beautiful. Listen to Mr. Author and also copy it, because you're like, you are the spaceship. Okay, yes. But you're like the top bottom thing. No, top bottom. I don't think top bottom is a thing. And if it is, then that's not, what is it, PGI below 18 friendly? Oh, you're more like a comet. That's also really cool, though. Except if you meet with the guys from Armageddon, because they are not pro comets. I'm just saying. Slowly coming apart. Aren't we all? But you know what? Sometimes you need to fall apart to... What is it called? Like, you need to fall apart so that things can fall into place. It was something like that. I don't remember. It was like a short movie project. I participated in, partook in, whatever. I did that thing. Rebuild. Yes. You trade my top bottom thing. Yeah. I'm gonna like put that on t-shirts, but most likely not, because I love pins. Okay, pins are amazing. I did collect them before, and then my sister got them, stole them. I suppose that depends on which of the parties you ask. You would buy it? Oh. No, don't be sorry. Lost connection. Oh, that's horrible. No. Okay. You've been getting only great cards. Firstly and foremost, this reading, whatever you lost, it's going to be saved in the format that, you know, this video, like it gets saved on Twitch for a while, right? But everything that I create ends up on YouTube. So it'll be there forever. You can go in there and re-listen to it. However, I want to tell you this. Your cards, pins, where would you put them? I don't know, like top, bottom, somewhere. You have to watch this when it's posted. Yes, you got only good news. There's only good news. Yes, but Thaddeus, I still want to tell you this. Like, you are doing the right things already. Your cards, they are telling you to keep on doing what you have been doing. Yes, we're going to do you as well. Right after this. But what was I going to say? No, but that's it, really. You're supposed to be doing what you're doing because you are heading towards beautiful things. Because you are in alignment with yourself. The world will also align with you. I'm just thinking the 90% thing, like that's where, yes, towards greatness. It will be so epic. Let's see. It'll probably not be great. No, it will be great. Lost gravity, it will be great. Yes, me too. I really do. But okay, let's see. I was going to ask you, Thoticus, like, did you get what you needed? But no, that's a bit hard because you didn't get to hear it, so you wouldn't know. But okay, listen to this instead. Like, go back and re-listen, or like, hear me out here. So go back and re-listen to this, Thoticus. But I'm also online again tomorrow. How about that? Oh, but that's a good thing, I suppose. Like, you have a bad, you have a habit, and it's a good thing for you. Wait. Oh yeah. Oh, I'm Bobby Bear for this real quick. Oh, now I'm following along. I'm sorry. Yes, absolutely. Better grab two. Yes, that's true. Bring some popcorn as well. Like, they last a long time, but you get like very deep answers. We go deep. You have 4. Like, do you have a mini fridge that you can have like right next to you? I don't know. Maybe, perhaps. Ooh, or like have like earbuds in. You word things. Listen, Thoticus, you are in the right area then. You are very safe here, and you are very much like, yeah, you found mirrors, is what I'm trying to say. I word everything strange. You just use whatever words, whatever way those sentences come to your mind, just put it out like that. Oh, thank you, author. Yeah, you got a fridge. That's amazing. Do that. Like, bring all of it. Wait, if you have snacks, if you have drinks, if you have anything, just bring it along, because like we're going deep. Yeah, okay. But no, what I was going to say, Thoticus, I am also online tomorrow doing readings. So if you do like have anything that you want to elaborate on or anything like that, Lost Gravity. Oh, you just subscribed. Thank you, Lost Gravity. That's so sweet of you. But Thoticus, if you have anything that you want to go deeper into, then is that you gifted a sub as well. No, wait, did you gift a sub? Oh fuck, you had already subscribed. I'm so sorry. That's so sweet of you. A wild thought has appeared in the Discord. Yes, that's amazing. That's great. I will get like you will get a notification in there when I do go live as well. But I will be live tomorrow. Ad break. Oh no. Okay, but let's see. Wait here. So Lost Gravity then. Yeah, now it's Lost Gravity. Lost Gravity. Do you have an ad break? What would you want me to look into for you? You were like, things are falling apart and whatnot. They are part of the abundance monster, most definitely. You know, what you give out, you receive 3 times at least, you know? Okay. Just clear your throat, breathe a little bit, take in all of the kindness and niceness that's being thrown in your face. And, I don't know, like, relax into the fact that you're partly abundance monster. That's pretty cool. Let's do health. Yeah, we can do health, but like, do you have like a specific thing that you want to look into, or like, because I can do general ones. I can just look into your energy and for like, you know, specific like health or whatnot, or I can also be like looking into more specific stuff that you. What is this? Just spit it out. Lost Gravity. You will not be judged here. You can literally ask me whatever. Yes, exactly. You can ask about whatever. You'll not be judged here, and I will look into it. Okay. Is it? Would you not want this to be written in chat? I'm going to say though that Lost Gravity. It's also Lost Gravity is the only thing that's actually attached to you here. So your personal life is still very intact and protected by your amazing nickname. But you can also go into Discord and then you can send me a message and and tell me there what it is that you really want me to look into. Go back in chat. Okay. Is it Discord chat or is it... Oh, fuck. Wait. Back in chat. Bipolar disorder. Oh. Never mind. Okay. I'm so sorry. But thank you, Ota. I was going to go scrolling backwards. Okay, but your bipolar disorder. What should I start with here? Because I'm sensing a yes, but it'll demand work, or like not work, but tools. I'm looking at the keys. I'm going to get some from these as well. Okay, let's see here. Give any insight at all into both if and how lost gravity can learn to live their absolutely most gorgeous and amazing life with their bipolar disorder. I'm sensing I don't want to call it a disorder. I know it is, but like, or like that it's called that, but it's like, I don't know. It's probably just because I'm the kind of person who's like, words matter. But I wouldn't know your situation. I've not had to like work through those sort of things. Okay, so you got 2 cards already, but I want from these as well before. Yes, I'm going to focus very hard. Because this is, I mean, everything is important, but ooh, yeah, you're getting some, and creating a trail. Interesting. Okay. And I'm sensing there is more to this. So we've gotten from 2 different tarot decks now. It's Into the Woods, which is shadow work, and then we also got, because keys, it's like a fairy tale deck. Every single card is connected to a specific fairy tale. What is it that I'm sensing? Is it these or is it these? We're going to start with this, and then I'll see. Okay, so firstly, I need the book for this. Because the shadow deck, you got 2 cards. Shadow deck is about shadow work, right? Oh boy, indeed. So the first card you got was the Hermit, upside down. The Hermit is, of course, about going inside, finding your own internal light star, is what it usually is, and being able to navigate from that. You bring it out into the world, and then you start navigating from that. So you find your truth, kind of. But it was upside down, so we're going to be reading directly from the book. And then you also had Judgment, which I find to be a card of karma. You do something, you get something, also upside down. Yes. Just going to go straight for it, I feel. Justice. Ah, there we have it. So, the Hermit. Upside down. So, hiding from the outer world, social anxiety, sticking one's hand in the sand, the inability to express oneself to the outer world, losing your grip on reality, thinking you are a master with nothing left to learn, spiritual snobbery. Don't take these things to heart, okay? Instant hit. Yes, it's an instant hit. I'm getting instant hits. But don't take those keywords to heart quite yet. Okay, and then for the Judgment card, upside down, Shadow, considering yourself above people, places, and things, using your story to become a martyr, judging yourself harshly and shaming others to feel better about yourself, speaking ill of others and spreading malicious gossip, pleasure and humiliation. Do not take those to heart, because none of them. Because what I'm sensing here is rather the thing that I was also feeling when I was like, I don't want to call it a disease. When I said that, because words mean something. Words are magical. That's not just something I'm saying. Yeah, I could sense that. And it makes sense because of how people might perceive you when you tell them that you have bipolar or anything really. Because people have thoughts and whatnot in their heads anyways. The first thing you are going to have to do is turn this Hermit around. That's not going to be easy. Because this, also shame, is deeply integrated often. But it is doable. But you're going to have to do something very scary. Which is you're going to have to go inside and you're going to have to start internalizing. But before you can do that, actually, you need to go and get some better, I don't know. But when I learned that I had ADHD, cry, lost gravity, like that releases stress. But listen, this is good. Because what we are doing right here and right now is facing a shadow. And those are not comfortable, and we all have them. We all have plenty of them. And it's not just the armor that I keep on talking about. It's not just the protective measures that we put up. It's all of the thoughts that we hold of ourselves that might not be so pleasant. They might not be so nice. And in truth, they're usually echoes of other people's thoughts and opinions. Exactly, author. Don't be ashamed of your shadows. They are beautiful. All of them. They might not be very easy to look at or to figure out even how to illuminate or how to navigate. But there is no shame in having them. And there is also no shame in being bipolar. But before I move on to these other cards, I want to, because I don't know what kind of information you have currently when it comes to bipolar. When I was diagnosed with ADHD, the first thing I did, because I was lucky, I had someone who diagnosed me who, he has to have had ADHD. It just started last week. That's amazing. That's absolutely amazing. 1 week in, you've just started. That means that you have so many wonderful, hopefully, but quite likely, seeds that you can pick with you from this, tools that you can get. And I feel called to say this not because I suspect it. It is simply because I myself have had, and I'm perhaps projecting a little bit here. Exactly, you are taking such an active role in your healing, but it very much is such a huge milestone. But listen, if you over time feel like the therapist that you're with, and I'm not sensing it, I just want to say it, and it might not be a message for you, but it might be a general message, because I'll be uploading this, so someone else might fall over this, okay? If you are working with a therapist and you don't align with them, because perhaps you feel like, okay, now I have learned all that I can with you, or now I've done all the growth I can with you, or we've been working together for like forever and I can't really see any progress, then it's not you. It's not them either, but it's not you, okay? You're just not aligning. So then you go and try and find someone else that you align with, and you try over and over and over and over again until you find someone that aligns with you. It has nothing to do with you, and it has nothing to do with them. It is just energies. It doesn't align, it doesn't align. But I'm not sensing that with you, okay? Very important. What I'm sensing is rather that this can be a great way for you to try and find some positive things to hold on to, or at least not the negative. I've not looked into bipolar. I know what it is. I've never had to struggle with it, but I do know people who do. No, I can't talk about. No, it's not that, I can't talk about that, but it's just that I don't hold the knowledge. I don't dare to go into any details there, because I don't. But I'm still going to say that you want to find information that does not make you feel bad for having bipolar. It's supposed to be empowering you. If you get a diagnosis, that diagnosis isn't labeling you as bad or as less than or as shameful or as anything. It is simply stating what is already there, sort of. Like, it doesn't change anything, and it doesn't make you into anything either. You had the same potential, or you have the same potential as you had before the diagnosis to be the best version of yourself. And if anything, you going and getting that diagnosis and then also going for therapy, that is you working towards being your best self. You're doing great. You're doing wonderful even. So those are the things that you want to bring with you. Yes, that is so true, author. And what I am sensing here is that once you start integrating that sort of way of thinking about both yourself and being diagnosed with what you're diagnosed with, and also going to therapy and all of that, this will shift, because you're actually going internal in a positive way. Yeah, positive thinking is hard. It very much is. It's hard in the face of challenges and hardships and whatnot. It's hard to remain positive and hopeful and whatnot, because you look around and then you're like, yeah, but I see all of this like Armageddon stuff going on, so what are you talking about me remaining fucking positive? You don't know how people do it. Yeah, that makes sense. Of course you will have had a lot of hardships and whatnot. I'm not saying like, of course you will have, but because I don't know what you've been going through in life, and you're still strong. Yes, you are, because you're still moving forward. I mean, you would be strong also if you needed to take a break and a breather. I'm not saying anything like that, but you're still very strong. And even if you don't feel like you are a positive person, I'm going to contradict that, because positivity is having hope. Positivity is imagining something better for yourself in the face of, well, hardships, of the Armageddon going down or up in flames and whatnot in your face. It's remaining strong and keeping on walking. It's you deciding to go to therapy. It is you deciding that I'm going to go and see if I can get a diagnosis. That is, even if you don't put it like that, like in your head, even if you don't word it like that, even if it doesn't feel like that's your motivation, that's still hope. That's still actually acting on hope for something better. It's literally, and this is evidence I want you to keep on revisiting in your mind until it sticks. And every time you feel like, oh, but I'm not positive, or oh, this is like horrible and everything, like, oh, I wish I could just think a bit brighter about myself and everyone, or when you start like talking yourself down, revisit that in the back of your mind. Revisit it. I am literally going to therapy. You don't go to therapy if you don't think and hope that by talking to this individual, you might gain some tools that will make your tomorrow, or just like even all of the hours after your session, a little bit brighter. It might not be the sun coming in and like really like illuminating everything and whatnot. Yes, exactly. We all think you're extremely awesome. Yes, do that. Toss in your 2 cents. Oh, you do? Amazing. There you have it. Medication can help. Therapy as primary care. That's amazing. Against lithium. Copy this. Copy this. Please stay away from... Oh. If you were already on it, you must say. Oh. Okay. Well, it's being mentioned in chat for a reason, so maybe look into the whole lithium thing. And definitely talk to your therapist about it. I have no knowledge about it at all, sadly. I'm going to say that I don't even really know. Like, that sounded like metal to me. Yeah. I'm seeing that, like, the thing in you know, nature science thing, classroom thing, you know, where they have like gold on the end, and then there's like some other stuffs, and it's just like Ng and whatnot, helium. I don't know. It's not a thing on the periodic table. The periodic table. Yes. Yes. On your labs. I'm just going to shut up and just be like, listen to that. Absolutely. Copy everything here. Just in case. Just in case. Copy it and save it in your notes. All of this is wonderful. They rarely go away. Oh no. Oh, yes. I'm sorry, Arthur. So, once you start looking a bit more positively at yourself, speaking a bit more positively towards yourself and whatnot, because you are actually a positive person for seeking, even coming here, and look at that, you're getting all of these feedbacks and whatnot, evidence you are living from a point of hope, meaning you are living from a point of positivity. But once you realize that, this will turn around. And then this will also turn around, which is you did something, you got something. So right now you feel like everything is falling to pieces. No, everything is falling into place. And when you adopt that, you gain something different. You gain something better. You gain peace. You also have more cards here. I just want to check what those are. But one of them was courage, which is, if I remember correctly, actually. And you got beautiful cards then. It takes courage to do what you're doing right now. And I'm just going to show it here. I'm not going to look into each and every one of them, but this is the first one. This is strength, if I remember correctly. I'm not actually sure, but I think this is strength in the more ordinary tarot. Yeah, I know it has a number, but I never memorized the numbers. But this is just in general. This is more of a, in general, you should know that you are actually working from strength. You have strength. So be kind towards yourself. And you'll find even more courage. Yeah, strength. Little 1 inch. Strength, courage, overcoming obstacles. You're so courageous. You have all the strength you need. And exactly. Well, it's not mine. It's I borrowed it. I didn't really steal this one, but I borrowed it from the way back when, like short film competition. Was it? No, it was like a short film project thing, at least. Yes, it is gorgeous. I liked it too. Okay, so let's see here. And you also had innocence. This is the Fool. You are starting a new journey. I want to point this one out. So this is Red Riding Hood, right? And this is the wolf. Yeah. He's like, oh, come in here and like, you smell the flowers. And she's like, no, I'm going to go to my grandmother. And he's like, I'm going to eat your grandma. But look at this. Look at this. This is ancient knowledge and all of that. It's listening. Oh, is it over there as well? You have over there as well. There are faces everywhere here. Oh, but they were a bit more scary. That's anxiety, you know? Here. You can see faces over here as well. It's like anxiety and stuff. Don't listen to that. Listen to the wise voices of others. But Red Riding Hood is a story of not finding yourself. It's not finding yourself. It's a story of growing into yourself. It's a story of, you know, becoming of age, literally. It's sexual stuff and whatnot. But in your case, it's you're entering something completely different now. It's a completely different stage of your life. If you just stop listening to all of these voices, like the anxiety and whatnot. Don't listen to those that wish you harm, that can't speak nicely about you. Don't listen to any of that. Listen to this one, because this one was smiling. And it's like, trees are cool and stuff, but this one is smiling. It's like, listen to those that actually bring forth knowledge that helps you. Not everything else and everyone else. That's static. It's echoes of, well, anxiety. Stuff you don't need, stuff you don't want. And what you don't need and what you don't want, toss it away. So, Red Riding Hood. Inexperience, innocence, spontaneity. Stepped out from her safety. She's venturing down a path where animal and nature awaits. The wolf is this animal, the shadow, initiating. We talked about that. You are actually looking into shadows now, right here and now, which is why, you know, it feels uncomfortable. But it's doing you so much good to do so, because you're getting all of these gorgeous things, like in chat and everything. Wait. I want to just see what it is. Of the cons, the mad, yeah. Oh, this is gorgeous. Yes, definitely. Ask all the questions to your doctors. Yes, definitely. And if the doctors are not answering you, anyone, ask someone else. You know, get second opinions, get third opinions. Like, if you still feel like you sit there and you don't have all of the answers and all of that, which you are entitled to both feel and, I'm going to say, get. But it's not like you are entitled to that from specific people. It's just that if you still feel an urge to know more, to get more knowledge, to get certain things answered, and they can't or they won't, ask someone else. There is always someone. There is always someone. Yeah, what you're doing right now is you're integrating all of yourself. But take caution. Take caution and choose wisdom, not anxiety. It's not what it's saying here. It's what I'm sensing. Yes, so when we first travel down the path of life, we tend to be naive and perhaps unaware of the dark forces that may lurk in the shadows and lure us in and project their anxiety onto us and have us adopt their way of seeing the world and their agendas and their whatnot. But when you are wandering into the unknown, it says here your adventurous spirit will help you. But I'm going to say yes, but it's curiosity and intuition. Do not shut off your intuition, your body. Do not shut it off. Do not ever think authority. Do not ever think, or like authority, so you must know what you're talking about. Do not ever think you seem to have your life more put together than me, so you must know better. You seem to be whatever reason. Everyone is equal. Do not be afraid to see your doctor, your therapist, your everything, people around you as simply equal. Because we're all humans, you know? No, Thaddeus, what you're doing is helpful. All of it, okay? Because as I said, everything that comes during a reading is of importance. And even if you might feel like you're on a medical rant, everything that you are providing, you're providing with love. You are literally helping someone else. You're literally helping Lost Gravity. You don't know if Lost Gravity had this, or at least not if they were consciously aware or thinking about this knowledge anymore or whatnot. Like, keep it coming. That's my point. Keep it coming. You're doing something marvelously great. You're helping your fellow humankind. But more importantly, you are helping Lost Gravity. Okay, but then you also had 3 of Swords and 2 of Cups. What I'm sensing here is that 3 of Swords is, you know, heartbreak and whatnot. But it is also in this one, which I find a bit cool and stuff. But in this one, it's the... what's the story? The girl with the matches. The girl with the matches. So, left out in the cold, firing some matches to just try and find some peace, some warmth, some love that she can't find anywhere else. And in this story, the final match, she dies. She freezes to death. But she's taken up to her grandmother. Her grandmother is literally coming and taking her, I want to say home, but it's not home. She's taking her up to the stars, you know? But that's not what I'm sensing here. It's heartache, yes, but each and every single one of those matches is a tiny little light of hope She has never experienced any of the things herself that she sees in these visions. Heartache indeed. And yet, in the midst of all of this heartache, there is hope. You're still grieving. You're going to gain control over that. Because this isn't the last card. But hope is important here. It's not that you have to feel amazing with hope. It's just that you have enough belief in tomorrow to do what you need to do today. Oh, I'm so sorry, Lost Gravity. That must be extremely hard. How? I wanted to be like, how are you coping? But who could cope with that in a good way at all? That's a thing that could haunt you for a long time. Yes, lots of digital hugs and stuff. And it must be extremely hard to cope with this in the midst of that. Which just, again, it showcases the immense amount of strength. And no wonder you wouldn't be feeling like, well, positive right now. Who could? Putting one step in front of the other is more than enough right now. And you're going to find balance again. You are. But it's not just balance. This is true love. It's like, I'm not talking about like romantic love here. But your last card is Two of Cups. And Two of Cups is, if it is romance, then it's a true love connection. It's also balanced. But in your case, you're going to find true balance emotionally, which was the thing that you were asking about. But it includes also this, like all of it. Although you are going to therapy now to talk about, you know, your I don't know if it's medication, but at least like the bipolar, right? And she's an amazing support for you. I am so happy about that. I'm so happy that you have someone that you can really lean on. And I'm quite sure that your girlfriend is also very happy that you are choosing to do that. Letting them love you, even in very harsh, or rather through very harsh events. You should give her an extra hug. Or a kiss or something. Next time you see her. Definitely. It's actually a thing. It lowers, I don't really remember this. Yeah, it deepens connection and all of that, but it's actually a thing for lowering our nervous system. I think it was a hug that lasts for so and so long, but there was also something about like if you hold a kiss for about 4 seconds or longer. But it can also be with hugs. But I'm not sure how many seconds that is. Yes, you absolutely could. That's so true. Because I'm going to read this one. I've decided. Yeah, we even went straight to the cups, which I usually don't. I'm not that lucky usually in this book. So Two of Cups. Oh, it's this one. Oh, I like this one. Okay, here. So the story for this is brother and sister. Don't worry, it's not. That's not where we're heading. It's German, probably, you know, Brothers Grimm, who has taken it up or like, you know, documented it. Here. So the key words for this Two of Cups is give and take loyalty. Everything I said stands. But okay, Symbols and meaning. I'm feeling very called to actually find a bigger book about this. I'll look into it. You're almost jamming. Synchronicities. This is your most... No, it's not. Like, all of your cards are important, but I'm also feeling called to look extra into this one. Or like, go and get the big book. I'm going to do that afterwards. So, give and take loyalty. Yeah, you are entitled to all of the love that you are feeling as well. I need to say that. And to let people love you like you're doing with your girlfriend. So, the animal-human relationship has a significant role in this tale. Yes, it does. Girl represents the rational component, directed more by intellectual consideration than innate survival. The animal represents a deeper part of consciousness where instinct and drive reign. The basket of apples symbolizes love. The flower garland on the girl's head is emblematic of love and transformation. Her dress is covered with flower patterns representing the creative life and the willingness to grow. The faces in the trees are the souls of the forest. The 3 mushrooms on the tree have magical connotations. The spider web is an auspicious sign. The multicolored flowers symbolize the gamut of emotion, and the ferns evoke feelings of solitude. The puddle is the unconscious. The brook in the background is emotional energy, and the twin tree symbolizes compromise. So, love can be an emotional force that activates strong will, great purpose, creativity, and all manner of positive expression. But if a relationship grows burdensome and breeds discord, it's time to assess the dynamics and make adjustments. The love of one should feed the love of the other. If there is balance in a relationship, then other areas of your emotional life will benefit as well. But I'm also sensing self-love in your instance, or in your specific case here. Oh, your girlfriend is in love with your cooking. I love that for you. Oh, I have like this thing that came on. Wait, I just want to... It does so every day at 10 in the evening for me, my screen goes pink. But I want this as well. Best book ever on tarot. If you have this book, you're never going to need another book ever. It's not that I need it, but it's just that I feel like there's something more to be added to this. Here, so balance, click segregation, dialogue, yeah, harmony, balance, yin yang, Hindu mythology. Oh, no, I thought it said kebab, but it's Kabbalah. It's not the same thing. The big book, indeed. Look at this. It's the best book on tarot ever. Oh, let's see though. Aztecs to the Persians. Hermes. Oh, I love Hermes. Adam and Eve. Ida. And Ob. Who cares? So, harmony, cooperation, whatever. Who work together. Healing. Yeah. That's of course, yeah. So it's healing through love. That's the thing that I've been sensing. Your healing will come through love and communication, like communicating it. With a lot of our communication is with our bodies, just saying. So yeah. They shipped that to her in a crate. That is so true. That is so true, actually. And inside that crate, there were many golden trinkets. However, I was not interested because I saw a large book and I was like, yeah, that's the thing. All of the golden trinkets of the world. Yeah, you know, someone else can have that. But this book, I'm going to keep. Yes, no, that's not it. Well balanced. Yes, collaboration. Nah, okay, yeah. So it's the thing that I said with lots of your healing will be coming from communication with your body and your words and all of that, and through love. But you get that through letting people love you. You get that through allowing yourself to love others and loving the right people. But it's also, and we're going back to the thing that I said earlier, and not just me, but in chat here as well. You need to not be afraid of simply gaining knowledge, asking questions, all of that, in the face of people who hold some sort of like authoritative role, like for example the therapist or a doctor, but also in general, people that do not have bipolar, for example, that because of the feeling of shame and perhaps other feelings as well, but or also negative self-talk. They are not above you in any sort of way. You're equal to them in every sort of way. Every. Don't listen to anyone that makes you feel otherwise. And try to center yourself should you start to feel that imbalance. There is no power play in love. And that's important. And I know, like a therapist, but it is humanitarian love from the therapist's side. They didn't choose this occupation. If they wouldn't have chosen this occupation if they didn't feel a love for their fellow humans and wanting to help them heal. And the same should go for everyone else that hold positions within, for example, medical realm. And so if they behave or anything like that in any other way, don't fucking listen to them, okay? That's what I'm sensing here. Does any of this make any sense? Have you gotten any sort of guidance or help that you feel like gave you anything? Or are you still left a little... Yeah? That's great. But do you have any, do you need for me to keep on looking in, to give you, you got some insights? That's good. Do you feel like... Do you feel like this insight will help you face this? Or do you still need me to keep sort of digging? That's what I'm trying to figure out here. You feel a bit relieved? That's amazing. Store that feeling. And go back to it whenever you need to. This, you can even make it bigger at some point, definitely, because you said it was a bit relieved, but relief is healing for your nervous system, and relief brings peace, or it actually comes from peace. But it will also keep you balanced. Like in this thing, letting yourself love yourself, but also others. Yeah, if that makes sense. Hope. Oh, that's amazing. I'm so happy. Keep the hope. That hope is yours. And it was not gifted to me by you. It was not gifted by chat to you. It was simply something that you came in here with and you didn't see it. Because you would not have come in here and you would not have asked a question. You didn't even really want to articulate it again, I'm suspecting. Like you actually did articulate it further up, but you wouldn't have done all of that. Because there was a risk. Internally, you felt there was a risk. It wasn't a real risk, I'm just going to say that. You're very safe there. But you wouldn't have been able to do that if you did not have hope for a better tomorrow. So we just help you uncover it, you know, what was already there. There's a cat that really wants to come in here. He's trying to like talk to me very softly and cutely. I'll just go and let the cat in. Wait 1 second. See, this isn't mine, but he does enjoy being here. He also decided that he lives here, you know. What? Yes, you are. God damn it. No, that's a cat. Yeah, it is. Okay, we're on top and we're on track. It lives in my lap most of the time when he comes in. Listen, you guys, listen to this. If you can, if I can. It's just, he just purrs all the time. He's such like a cuddle cat. Which zoo did I? No, I didn't actually steal it from anywhere. It was, no, it wasn't. It is my brother's cat. Or actually, I think it's my youngest nephew's cat. Or my brother's youngest child. It's not the actual youngest nephew I have. Big cup and big cat, yeah. Truth, truth. Okay, so what's the clock now? It's 22 and we've been streaming for 3.5 hours. I am considering closing down the stream now. Unless someone has like a question that they really are dying to get an answer for. Because I'm considering, and it's also 22:11. If that's cool, that's a cool number. I'm thinking about going to the store, you see, guys. And they close at 23. So I have like 50 minutes, 45 very soon, minutes to go and do that. Would that be okay with all of you? Because I can survive without going to the store. Oh, he's so such a purry cat. Love him. And he's so huge. And he's like, but I want to be in your lap. But he's so huge. He can barely like, it's not that he can't fit, but he doesn't feel like he can fit. Wait, I'm gonna take this off a little bit so you can see. Oh, I can't. Wait, can I bring you a bit closer then? Perhaps? It's like, look at this. He's like in my lap, but he doesn't feel like he fits there. So he's like, can your lap grow bigger, please? Oh, let's see. I can't really see. D&D story. Wait. Oh, I only have 5% left on my phone for electricity. Wait, I need to put on some. Hi, little cat. You can't. There's live flames here. Wait. Like so. Okay. You jumped off. We're safe, I suppose, to a certain degree. Give me 1 sec, guys. You're dying, by the way, with my phone. Or alongside my phone, you're dying. Slowly, slowly, slowly. Do I have that one? There, yes. Oh, sorry. Okay, like so. Now I can see chat again. Fiery exit. Back. Hope to continue. Yes, absolutely. Lost Gravity, D&D, definitely. It's based on a mining town. Cool. Fire exit. You've never played. You know what? It's actually extremely fun. Yes, do continue. But I'm thinking, do continue in Discord. I'm gonna go to the store. I've decided. I'm taking a decisive decision. Yes, that's also D&D. Just saying, decisive decision. No, but seriously, do continue in Discord because I actually very much miss playing D&D. Okay, I'm waiting. What am I waiting for? Roll a charisma check. Oh, okay. Let's see. Where do I have it? Here. Using this one then. 17. That's pretty. Yes, I do. Of course, Thaddeus. Yes, of course I got a D20, please. Yes, I'll go to the store. Oh, wait. Let's see if it'll be how successful I'll be. What dices were I using for that again? I was very bad at D&D. I just really liked it. Yes, it is. I have all of them. Here. Which one is it that I use for... Of course, author. But wait, I need to check how successful my trip to the store will be with dices. Percentage dice. Yeah, but which one did I use for that? Wait. Don't be afraid. It's just my last fuck. That is tudding about. Here. Let's see. Which of these do I use to check? I never remember. Is it the D20? Or is it this cool one? Or... Exactly. It was just my last fuck. Should be very afraid, guys. Or was it this one? Don't remember. Oh, you're ruining my thing again. That's okay. I have it. You know what, I'm gonna just throw all of my dices, and if I get good numbers on one or more, then that means it's my last fuck. I got it from my brother years ago, but I was like, okay, I'm going to have to hold on to that, hang on to it, whatever, and not give it to anyone because it's my last fuck. You know, I need to make sure that I have at least that left. Yeah, I'm just throwing the dices. Will my trip to the store be amazing? Oh, on one of them I got 30. That's cool. And then I got 2 on a different one. But then I got a star, which is 20. I got 20 on the 20 roller. That's amazing. Still, yeah. You lost yours years ago. I stole your last fuck. I'd give it to you. I'd give it to you, but you know, I can't. Because it's the last one I have and I can't really mail this. Things get lost in the mail. I need it for bananas and stuff. Okay, but I got the star, meaning I got the 20. Meaning my shop trip will be successful. Oh, if I go before they close. But if I do that, because free will and stuff, you know, it's the same as with card readings. So long as I do the thing, it'll be successful. And if I don't do the thing, then it will not be successful. But that was because I didn't do the thing. Everything was pointing towards success. I just needed to act. Yes. Okay, guys, look at this, though. Before I go, look at this. Look at this. I have a cat on my lap. He's, like, doing the whole, like, pie thing on my thing. Yes. Oh, this is obstacles. Oh, this is obstacles. I need to run. Guys, I have to go. No, he's so adorable. I don't know his pose. It's not my cat, but yeah, you know. Now I can't. I know. When I had a cat, when I actually had my own cat, that was an indoors cat, and it would use me as a mattress when I went to bed. I... Oh. Oh no, I didn't give you enough attention. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm going now, guys. Mwah. Love you all. I'll be back online tomorrow, and I'll do more readings. And oh my god, I don't know if I'll actually make it to the store. We'll see. Mwah. Love you guys.